places.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
While the rest of the sports media focuses on making up hot takes while you work, we focus on the Braves and what matters to you. Cellini and Domino, weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
It's been an up-and-down start for the 2025 Atlanta Braves, but the road is long, and the big names are on the way back.
3-0 to Olsen, and he powers one deep right center field to the wall. It's gonna fly. It's a home run.
Which means every win counts more than ever.
Ozzy's got it. He'll fire it to first base. Braves a winner. Woohoo!
The Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Serve Pro. When disaster strikes, call Serve Pro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Tonight, be here for Atlanta Braves baseball live from Truist Park as the Braves look for a big division win against the Washington Nationals.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business has hosted
the opening series, the worst hitting team on breaking balls in the league. So expect to see a heavy dose of that slider here tonight from him, looking to build on that success he's had in this building.
Yeah, it sounds pretty favorable for the Braves. Meanwhile, Mitchell Parker, lots of interesting nuggets for him. I want to start with a number that you threw out to me just a little while ago about what he basically hasn't done in the first inning. He's had some really rugged starts.
Yeah, he's sporting a 9 ERA in that first inning. It's that classic starting pitcher. And he's left-handed, so he gets a little bit of grace because lefties are all a little bit weird, but it's just they come out of the gate and they're not ready to pitch, or something doesn't feel right. And his last 3 starts, he's really struggled in that first inning with a lot of walks, and all these walks are scoring on him. So it's a kind of a mental thing, it looks like, from where I sit. And so the Braves are going to have to take advantage of that tonight. The Nats have a tired bullpen. They've been covering a lot of innings lately. His starting pitcher, Soroka, last night only went 4. And it's a bad bullpen, too. So that's going to be a big swing in this game, that first inning. If the Braves can work that pitch count up high and maybe get a little lead, it can kind of set the tone for the rest of the night.
Yeah, it could be a domino effect that carries into tomorrow. Maybe
absolutely.
Can jump on him early in this game. When we come back, I'll introduce you to the starting lineups. And right after that, Darren and I will have the first pitch. Braves and Nats coming up on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash.
will you be okay for the show Saturday?
Yep, look. ZocDoc has a ton of in-network doctors who can see me this week.
This week?
Reviews say Dr. Okami has a great bedside manner. Or Dr. Stafford. Patients say he never rushes appointments and has an opening today.
You should rush to his office.
And booked.
Now I need ZocDoc to find an ear doctor.
You've got options. Book on ZocDoc today.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses.
Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Jim Chastain here with ASW Distillery. Braves country, like me, you're excited for the midseason event when all the stars align in Atlanta to host the biggest names in baseball. To celebrate, we've partnered with the Braves to release a limited edition 8-year-old Fiddler Chin Music Bourbon finished on Marucci maple bats that marks not only this milestone, but also the Braves' 8-year anniversary at Truist Park. Look for Fiddler Chin Music 8 Years distinctive blue label this May across Georgia. And Chin Music Toasted is currently available with its Friday Reds label at your local bottle shop.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
Spend your afternoon driving around with Chuck and Chernoff, and you could win a pair of Braves tickets. It happens during the 4 o'clock hour, weekday afternoons on 680 The Fan.
Back at the ballpark, Game 3 in this series, Braves and the Nationals. And the Braves looking to come away with a winning record with a victory tonight. Time now for the starting lineups, powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll start off with the visiting Nationals. They're managed by Dave Martinez. They've dropped 7 straight, and they're in 4th place in the East.
Imagine home. The smell of coffee, the sound of a lawnmower.
Shortstop C.J. Abrams. Batting second for the Nationals, third baseman Ahmed Rosario, and hitting third, left fielder James Wood. Batting cleanup, first baseman Nathaniel Lowe. Hitting fifth, right fielder Alex Call. Batting sixth, switch hitting DH Josh Bell. Batting seventh, center fielder Dylan Cruz. Batting eighth, second baseman Jose Tena. Batting ninth, the catcher Riley Adams. And on the mound, the tall left-hander Mitchell Parker. He's 3-3 with a 3.97 ERA, but his last 2 outings have been pretty sluggish. So we'll see what he's got up his sleeve tonight. Again, for the Nationals, it's Abrams, Rosario, Wood, Lowe, Call, Bell, Cruz, Tena, Adams, and Parker on the mound. Now for Brian Snitker's Braves. Braves have won 2 straight. They have 21 wins. They have 21 losses. And the Braves are in 3rd place in the National League East, 6.5 games back of the Mets. Braves lead it off tonight with their left fielder Eli White hitting leadoff for the first time this season. Batting second, third baseman Austin Riley. And batting third, designated hitter Marcell Ozuna. Hitting cleanup for the Braves, first baseman Matt Olson. Batting fifth, catcher Sean Murphy. Hitting sixth, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Batting seventh, center fielder Michael Harris. Batting eighth, getting the nod in right field, Stuart Fairchild. Batting ninth, shortstop Nick Allen. And on the mound, right-hander Bryce Elder. He's 2-2 with a 4.97 ERA. So again, for the Braves, it's White, Riley, Ozuna, Olson, Murphy, Albies, Harris, Fairchild, Allen, and Elder on the mound. You know who's in there. They'll be on the field when we come back. Braves and Nationals tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected. Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get ready for the new Mega Millions with bigger jackpots more often and get to dreaming bigger only from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win.
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
With the crack of the bat and a swipe across the chest, fans are reading the signs. The Atlanta Braves are back for another winning season, and with them is Simply Sport CBD, proud hometown partner of your Atlanta Braves and your hero in recovery. Whether you're warming up for the big game or cooling down after a workout, Simply Sport CBD supports your recovery, helping you to get back to your best life faster. So gear up with the Braves and Simply Sport CBD. Visit simplysportcbd.com to gain that hemp field advantage. That's Simply Sport CBD, your partner in peak performance.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal...
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some... Around the horn, Nick Allen is at shortstop and Austin Riley is at third base. And the Braves outfield, Eli White in left field tonight. Michael Harris is in center field. Stuart Fairchild is in right field. The catcher is Sean Murphy, and on the mound, the right-hander Bryce Elder. 6'2", 220-pound righty from Decatur, Texas. He is 25 years old, and on the season, he's made 7 starts. Tonight will be his 8th. He's 2-2 with a .497 ERA, and he's looking to bounce back from that last outing. Went 6 innings versus the Pirates in Pittsburgh on the 9th, but gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. He didn't walk a soul. He struck out 8, but he gave up 2 home runs, took the loss, and he is now... the Braves, anyway, have lost his last 2 starts. That was after they had won 4 straight starts to that point. But like we were discussing earlier, Darren, he's happy to be on the mound at home where his numbers are significantly better than his road numbers.
Yeah, Bryce sure enjoys being here at home at Truist Park. He pitches much better here. You know, he ran into some pretty good lineups on that road. That last performance against Pittsburgh, you mentioned he took the loss. I thought he threw the ball well. You know, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Has had an issue with walks a little bit more so last year, I would say. But you got to cut down on those home runs. You know, you got to keep the ball in the park, keep the ball on the ground. That's his game plan. Elite ground ball percentage. That's what we're shooting for.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to play that out today. I've got a theory as to why he's so much better at home. He gets to come out to his music. Turnpike Troubadours.
That's right.
Best country band in the land. And he gets to come out to their tune as he takes them out here tonight. For the Nationals, it'll be Abrams, Rosario, and Wood here in the top of the first inning. Very gentle breeze, just softly moving the flags out in right center. And 81 degrees here at the ballpark. Climbing in now, Abrams. Bryce Elder looks to be ready. And now for the ball game. The first pitch will miss inside, a 92-mile-an-hour sinker. And we're underway at 7:16 Eastern, 6:16 Central. And 81 degrees at the ballpark. There's a lob shot into center field. Coming in, Michael Harris has to play it on a bounce. And C.J. Abrams continues his red-hot ways. He's been one of the few good bats that they've had going, as Abrams, over the course of his last 18 games, is hitting about .355. He's at first base, and here's Amed Rosario. By the way, the time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Will Sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. So a leadoff single by Abrams. Here's Amed Rosario. And Rosario takes a ball inside. I feel like anytime Bryce is on the mound and we mention it, it always comes about. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. He gets a man on base, delivers a good sinker, gets the double play ball. He'd love one right here. 1-0 pitch, not going to happen. Came up and in and got him on the arm. That got Rosario on the elbow guard, so he seems to be unharmed, and he sprints down to first base.
Yeah, Bryce is working him in with that sinker. 2 in a row in there, and just trying, as you mentioned, to get that, coax that ground ball, but that was a little too far in.
So they're at first and second. No one out for James Wood. Not the man you want to see with men on base. James Wood in the series, 1 for 7 with a home run. And some very loud outs outside of that home run. Pitch on the way from Elder, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Of the 8 homers that Elder has allowed, 1 at home, 7 on the road. And trying to keep this man in the ballpark here. He brings 11 home runs into the game this season, does James Wood. 0-1, nibbling for the outside corner, missed with a slider, and a 1-1 count. For Elder, he's seen the Nationals a lot in his career. This is his 5th career start against them, but it's been a while since he's actually seen them. Ball and a strike on Wood. Elder fires. Wood swings and misses. Pretty good looking slider there. In his career, he's 2-1 versus the Nationals, 3.16 ERA, but he hasn't faced them since 2023, and he hasn't beaten them since 2022. So you'd definitely say he's due for a good one. 1-2 on James Wood, and the pitch on the way from Elder. Hot shot into right field, a base hit. To third base now, Abrams. They're going to send him. Here's the throw out of right field, cut by Olsen. He comes to the plate. They got him from me to you. He didn't have a shot, and 1 down. Ricky Gutierrez, their third base coach, sent him, and by the time the ball got to the plate, he was starting to give up. He was still 20 feet from the plate.
Yeah, really bad decision there. Gutierrez was sending him. The problem was he didn't get a good start, so he decided, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not even going to try to score on this. Gutierrez sent him, and he said, all right, I'm going. Terrible body language, too, just selling his third base coach out on his way back to the dugout. Not a great look.
Runners at the corners, 1 down.
9-3-2 on the clock.
That brings Nathaniel Lowe to the plate. Pickoff over to first base. Wood back in with a dive. 9-3-2 on that put out at the plate of C.J. Abrams.
And here is where you'd love to see a double play. You know, just first and second, no outs. And then you hit a single, and now one pitch away from getting out of it.
Lowe takes a strike. Nathaniel Lowe is 0 for 8 in this series. And we mentioned last night this is a homecoming for him. He's from Marietta. .230 hitter, a lot of pop at his bat, 7 home runs. 0-1 pitch, high and outside, 1-1. 10 pitches for Elder, 5 balls, 5 strikes. One to Lowe. Sent into the seats down the left field line and out of play. It's just 11 pitches, but is he fighting that fastball a little bit here early?
He is, yeah. It's moving quite a bit arm side, you know, and that's good for him if he can control it. It just looks like it's running a little bit more than he anticipated, as evidenced by that hit by pitch to Rosario.
1-2 pitch. Chopper left side. Riley has got it to second. They get 1. That's all they get. And there at the back was Albee, so that's a 5-4 put out. A run scores as Rosario comes across on the ground out. Got the ball on the ground, but hit so weakly you couldn't even think about turning 2.
Yeah, Ozzie was a little late getting to the bag there. Shaded very deep at second base. Kind of a slow developing play.
So just like last night, the Nationals score the first run of the game. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Lowe to first base on the fielder's choice. He scoops up the RBI, his 30th on the year. And here is Alex Call. 1-0 Nats. For Elder, this will be his 13th pitch of the inning. Pitch on the way. And there's a called strike. So a single by Abrams. Rosario hit by a pitch. A single by Wood and out of the plate. And then the fielder's choice that drove in a run. So a lot of contact here early. 0-1 to Call. Elvis high and outside, 1-1.
That first pitch of the at-bat, Chad Fairchild gave Bryce a strike about a ball off the plate away to a righty. If he continues to give that to him, I think Bryce is going to be pretty efficient hitting that spot here tonight.
1-1 in the air to right field. Fairchild on the other end. Going to reach up, make the catch right over the top of his cap. As we get a flyby by a C-130 buzzing its way around center field. That's pretty. 1 run across for the Nationals.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Off Base is coming in a
OnwardReserve.com, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Hey folks, we in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is home team Brandon Leak reminding you that a pair of tickets are up for grabs during the 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
1-0 Nationals as the Braves come to the plate for the first time. Eli White climbing in, ready to take his first hacks at the lefty Mitchell Parker. First pitch on the way is going to miss outside. The leather for Washington. Nathaniel Lowe at first. Jose Tena at second. C.J. Abrams the shortstop. And Ahmed Rosario even with a bag over at third. In the outfield, James Wood in left. Dylan Cruz the center fielder. Alex Call is in right. Riley Adams the catcher. Mitchell Parker the pitcher. There's a called strike on Eli White. Going back to something that you mentioned in our open. Mitchell Parker is under the microscope here early. The first innings have been really tough on him, haven't they?
Yeah, this is a big inning for him.
Here's the 1-1 to Eli White. Eli swings and fouls one back.
Yeah, he started out the season great. 5 games started, 1.39 ERA, really pitching well. In his last 3 games, he's really struggled in the first inning, giving up 9 earned runs in his last 3 first innings with, I think, 20-something non-competitive pitches, not even near the strike zone.
1-2 pitch, like that right there. Miss high with a curveball.
Yeah, like his first pitch of the game was at least a foot outside. So these pitches aren't even, the batters don't have to think about swinging at them. So it's resulting in a lot of walks and the occasional hit to score them.
He's facing White, Riley, and Ozuna in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2. Eli swings and misses. Went after a fastball up and in for strike 3.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch. You know, Mitchell Parker is a tall lefty. He's got extremely upright arm angle. The highest arm angle for a left-handed starter in the league at 61 degrees. So that's way up there. And he's coming straight downhill with that four-seamer right at the top of the zone.
Austin Riley about to get a crack at him. 1-0 Nationals, bottom of the first inning. Here it is from Parker. That's hit high in the air to right. Alex Call to his left, under it. Looking up into the blue sky, makes the catch and 2 down. Parker 6'4", 240. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's 25 years old. 3 wins, 3 losses, and a 3.97 ERA through 8 starts. His last outing was against the Cardinals. He made it 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, gave up 7 hits, and the Nationals lost that game 10-0. And the Nationals have lost his last 2 starts, one to the Cardinals, one to the Reds. And he's allowed 9 runs over his last 8 innings. Offering on the way to Ozuna. That's in for a called strike. The one thing that he has done is keep the ball in the ballpark. He's allowed just 1 home run over his last 45 1/3 innings. That came to Henry Davis of the Pirates on April 16th. He's just been hit hard everywhere else. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ozuna. Marcel takes a ball inside, 1-1. You mentioned the fastball. What else does he have in his weaponry?
Well, Mitchell also, his best off speed is probably his splitter. He throws that about 20% of the time. Also, a curveball and a slider. Here in the first, it's just been a heavy dose of high fastballs. You know, it's got really nice action at the top of the zone, so he's just sticking with that.
1-1 pitch. Ozuna takes a ball high. Braves saw Parker twice last year, and in his career 1-0 with a 3.38 ERA against the Braves. Last June, he pitched a 7-inning gem versus the Braves, giving up just 2 runs, but got a no decision in a game the Braves won. 2-1 to Ozuna. A ground ball foul over by Matt Tuiasosopo, Braves third base coach.
Yeah, his first inning struggles had gotten so bad they had him throw his in-between start bullpen on the field in D.C. on the game field, which is very unusual for a starting pitcher who's healthy.
2-2 to Ozuna. Pulled foul into the Nationals dugout. Yeah, that's more along the lines of what we expect to see from Spencer Strider like we did today, coming back from the injury.
Yeah, that's for a guy coming back from the IL. You want to get him back on the mound and get the feels for the game mound. But, you know, they did it. They had hitters standing in, guys bunting balls back to him. Very unusual.
2-2, just missed the outside corner with a curve and a 3-2 count on Ozuna. It is Marcel's bobblehead night tonight. So we expect a big game out of number 20. At a 3-2 count is the left-hander Mitchell Parker. Kicks and fires to Ozuna. And he swings, and it's one way up in the air to deep left field. Got some carry to it. Wood going to go back to the wall. Wood at the wall leaps, and he brought it back right at the top of the wall. James Wood, big left fielder, timed it perfectly and went to the top of the wall and snagged it. And that ends the bottom of the first inning. Watching the replay, looks like it would hit right off the top of the wall. Probably not would have cleared the wall. So we played one inning. We go to
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless.
Okay. Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, Home Team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Nationals 1, Braves nothing. Into the top of the second alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. First pitch a little bit low to Josh Bell. As it's 6, 7, and 8 for the Nationals here in the top of the second with Bell, Cruz, and Tena. Pitch from Elder. Looked like a good pitch, but just missed with a changeup. And a 2-0 count on Bell. Josh Bell, 2 for 7 in the series. And a 2-0 comebacker. One hopper to Elder. He's got it. Throws over to first base and one down. Folks, today's A-list member of the game is Jay Neal of Chickamauga, Georgia. And Jay has been an A-list member since 2021, and his favorite perk is being able to attend exclusive events with his children and grandchildren. So congratulations to Jay, today's A-list member of the game.
Boy, that Bryce Elder sinker is dancing tonight. That's a 2-0 fastball. Pretty hittable spot, and just a tiny little tapper back to the pitcher for an easy out.
Hoping for a bunch more of those. There's a ball a little bit low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Dylan Cruz. He bats 7th in their order. They'd had Jacob Young in center. There's a called strike. Jacob Young was in center the first 2 games of this series, but he gets the night off, and Dylan Cruz in center field this evening. 1-0 Nationals on the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit hard out to short. Backhanded by Allen. Gathers and throws. Strong throw. That's in time for the out. And 2 down, and another good sinker that time at Elder.
Yeah, it was. That's what we're looking for. Bryce, 80th percentile ground ball rate. So use your good defense behind you. That was a heck of a play by Nick Allen going to his right against Dylan Cruz, who can really move down the first baseline. Nice strong throw from the 6-hole.
You and I have been discussing how great the leather has been for the Braves, especially on the left side of the infield. Allen and Olsen, or rather Allen and Riley, and of course Olsen making some great picks at first. That'll be swung on and missed. But when you have a sinker baller on the mound like Elder, you expect tons of opportunities for those guys.
Yeah, you sure do. Those guys will be busy tonight.
0-1 to Tena. Outside 1-1. Like we mentioned, the Nationals have dropped 7 in a row. This is their longest losing streak since 2022. Pitch misses low to Tena. They lost 9 straight in 2022. And during the 7-game losing streak, they have been outscored 46-15. 2-1 fouled off. Also, the Nationals are scoring just 2.1 runs per game, while the bullpen has posted an 8 ERA during that skid. That is not the formula you're looking for.
Yeah, if you're baking a cake with that recipe, it's not going to taste very good.
They lead 1-0. We're in the top of the second. 2-2 to Tena. That misses high. 3-2. Another place where they have struggled is with runners in scoring position. Shouldn't come as a surprise. 3-2, ground ball out to second. Ozzie to his left, gloves in shallow right, 360 spin, and a good throw to first base for the out. Great play by Ozzie Albies.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com.
License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah,
Tampa.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike.
While the rest of the sports media focuses on making up hot takes while you work, we focus on the Braves and what matters to you. Cellini and Domino, weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Braves coming to the plate with Olson, Murphy, and Albies here in the bottom of the second. Nationals leading 1-0. They get an RBI fielder's choice by Nathaniel Lowe to score Ahmed Rosario. And that's been the only tally of the game. Left-on-left matchup, Parker and Olson. On the first pitch will miss outside. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Ball and no strikes on Matt Olson. 1-0 from Parker. Good swing, fouled back, and a 1-1 count. Interesting matchup tonight, Elder and Parker. They're both 25 years old. They were born 4 months apart, and they were actually drafted 3 picks apart. They both went in the 5th round of the 2020 draft. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. He takes the ball inside. Parker went with pick 153. Elder pick 156.
How about that? You know, I sometimes forget Bryce is only 25 because he's been part of this Braves team for so long.
That's a good point. Been talking about him for a while. 2-1 to Olson. He swings and misses. Count even at 2. Yeah, Elder out of the University of Texas. And then Parker out of San Jacinto Junior College there in the Houston area. He had committed to go to the University of New Mexico, and then the Nationals drafted him in the 5th round. And he decided to go play pro ball. Here's the 2-2 on the way to Matt Olson. That swings and sends one foul. Mitchell Parker actually won his major league debut. It was last year, and he became the first Nationals rookie pitcher to win his big league debut since 2010 when Steven Strasburg did it.
Wow.
And we all remember that performance. He had 14 strikeouts in his debut. 2-2 to Matt Olson. Big swing and a miss and an elevated fastball for strike 3 and 1 down.
I mentioned that fastball from Parker. That's it's been his main weapon. He hasn't gotten as many strikeouts on it this year, but it's a good one. It's 18.6 inches of induced vertical break, so that's about 2 inches more than league average. So what that means to a hitter is that ball is 2 inches higher than where you would expect it to be. So tough one to get to at the top of the zone.
Parker with a 1-0 lead. Here's Sean Murphy. Murphy swings and fouls one back. You say all that, Darren, and then on top of that, you mentioned that release point that he has. So everything is way up high.
Way up there. Yeah, it's, teams are starting to look for these outlier guys. Just guys that show you something different.
0-1 to Murphy. That's actually down to the dirt. Missed with a curveball, 1-1. But just watching him, yeah, you're right. He's way up over the top.
Way up there. Which is a bit of a buck in the trend, because right now everybody in Major League Baseball on the pitching side is scrambling to lower their arm angle. Paul Skeens, one of the most prominent guys that did it this year for injury prevention's sake.
1-1 to Murphy. Ground ball foul. So I guess there's enough data on that to prove, hey, if we drop down a little bit, arm might be healthier.
Yes. Yeah, it's, I threw sidearm, right? And everybody used to ask me, doesn't that hurt your arm? And I'd say, well, haven't you seen the softball pitchers? They're throwing their hardest, but they're throwing with the way the shoulder is supposed to work, and they can pitch twice in a day. So the lower you get, now there's data, as you said, to prove it, the lower you get, the healthier it is for your shoulder especially, and your elbow as well.
Ball and 2 strikes on Sean Murphy, and the pitch on the way from Parker. And he gets him to swing and miss over a fastball. So 2 up, 2 down. Not the best start in our Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. Ozzie Albies coming to the plate. Hit the Braves steal a base this inning. John Gargis will win $500 in free marathon gas cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. But 2 up and 2 down. Ozzie Albies finally able to stroke a chord that harmonized with his bat last night. There's a ball low and inside. Had a 2-hit night. That ended an 0-for-28 spell that he was under. One 0 Nationals, bottom of the second. 1-0 from Parker. Fouled back into the seats to our right. For Parker, this is his 38th Major League appearance. Made his debut last season, as we mentioned. 10 wins, 13 losses in his career. And a career .422 ERA for this big lefty out of Albuquerque. 1-1 pitch. Ozzie with a fly ball to left field. James Wood going to go back. Squares up to it. Makes the catch 10 feet shy of the warning track. Braves go down in order. 6 up and 6 down for Mitchell Parker.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which
fan.
We're glad to have you with us tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram with you. Got a good Wednesday night crowd and a pretty evening for baseball. Warming up a little bit. It was 81 at the time of the first pitch tonight. Ball outside of Riley Adams as it's 9-1-2 for the Nationals here in the top of the third. They have a 1-0 lead. Picked up a run in the first inning. 1-0 pitch on the way to Adams. Ball low and outside. But a clear sky over the top of the ballpark tonight. Good little breeze in from right center. Wind up in the 2-0 from Elder. And a called strike. Able to get his sinker over. Both of these teams have suffered a 7-game losing streak this season. 2-1, driven down the right field line, slicing foul and out of play. 2-2. Of course, the Braves started the season 0-7 and are now 21-21. Meanwhile, the Nationals have an active 7-game losing streak. They're trying to snap that this evening. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Missed up and in. I mentioned that they've struggled with runners in scoring position. They're batting just 191 over the course of this losing streak with runners in scoring position. And the Braves can certainly relate. 3-2 pulled foul down the left field line. Anytime the Braves haven't been going well, Darren, I think the first number we look at is what they haven't been doing with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that's definitely a key factor. And when you start to struggle with that, the snowball starts rolling down the hill. You, as a hitter, you start putting more pressure on yourself.
Check swing. They appeal. Strike 3. Bill Miller at first base rings up Riley Adams. First strikeout of the game for Bryce Elder, and 1 down.
This is a very talented Nats team. But to me, the lineup looks really top-heavy. You know, we mentioned last night, the 8th inning, Dylan Lee, the lefty, neutralized the top of that lineup because they're all really good left-handed hitters. So, you know, if you put your pitches where you want to in the bottom of this lineup, you should be okay.
Back to the top of the order to C.J. Abrams. Takes the ball outside. Over these 7 games, to back your point, they've scored more than 3 runs just once. And they've scored 2 or fewer 5 times. So the offense just hasn't been there. 1-0 to Abrams. That'll miss low. Abrams singled and then was thrown out of the plate in the first inning. 2-0 pitch in for a called strike. By the way, that strikeout by Elder, our Gas South bringing the heat strikeout. Just like Bryce Elder, Gas South is bringing the heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas plans. Pitch misses low and in. The difference is good. That's Gas South. 3 balls and a strike on C.J. Abrams. Elder trying to stay away from a free pass. Rocks and fires the 3-1 and fouled off by Abrams.
Yeah, Bryce is just not really getting ahead thus far. He's around the strike zone. He's falling behind in counts, 1-0, 2-0, and having to come back in the zone. Now, luckily, he's got really good late movement on his pitches tonight, so he's getting away with it.
3-2, fouled off into the ground and bouncing down the first base line. Abrams, in the face of this 7-game losing skid, has been a bright spot. Like you mentioned, such a top-heavy lineup. 3-2, fouled off again. Over his last 18 games, 8 extra base hits, 11 runs scored, and hitting over 350. And the Atlanta native swinging a good bat, batting .308 this season. 3-2, just missed low with a sinker. And it's a 1-out walk to Abrams.
Abrams he's a high round pick. He was a big part of a trade, and the Nats were really excited about him. And he's kind of started to show his living up to his potential here the last couple seasons. Made the All-Star team. He's an exciting player to watch.
He's at first base. Keep an eye on him. 8 for 10 in stolen bases this year. Pick off of it at first base. Abrams back in standing. Ahmed Rosario hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. And he's digging into the right-hand batter's box down there. 29-year-old veteran out of the Dominican Republic, Ahmed Rosario. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and fouled off, fortunately. I mean, you want to talk about a jump. Abrams was about a third of the way to second by the time Elder went to the plate. And Rosario would like to have that back, not pull the trigger on the swing.
He sure would. Yeah, that was a fantastic jump. No chance to get him there if that ball hadn't been fouled off.
Big lead at first, not going. 0-1, softly tapped back to the mound. Elder has it. One play, flips over to first base, gets the out. 2 down as Abrams advances down to second base. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate, and that's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity.
Now, it's only the 3rd inning, but you got their biggest power hitter up to the plate here. You got to pitch him carefully with that base open down there at first base.
First pitch to Wood, low and in.
You know, Nate Lowe on deck is no slouch, but I'd rather face him 3 times than face Wood 1 time.
1-0 Nationals, top of the 3rd, 1-0 pitch. Check swing and appeal, and he indeed went, says Austin Jones. He's the third base umpire. Wood rifled one into right field back in the first inning. That was the base hit where Abrams tried to score on, and the Braves threw him out. 1-1 in the air towards center field. Breaking on it, Michael Harris. Boy, he got a great jump on that in center. Makes a chest-high catch. It's like he knew where it was going to be.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Andersen. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're 9.
Spend your afternoon driving around with Chuck and Chernoff, and you can win a pair of Braves tickets. It happens during the 4 o'clock hour weekday afternoons on 680 The Fan.
Nationals 1 and the Braves nothing. Entering the bottom of the third inning. In the bottom of the Braves order coming up, Harris, Fairchild, and Allen. Facing the lefty Mitchell Parker, who's gone 6 up and 6 down with 3 Ks. Check swing, Harris went. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Game 3 in this series of 4. Braves a winner 2 nights ago, 4-3, and then won last night, 5-2. 0-1 to Harris. And he swings and drives one way up in the air to right field. That's got some carry to it. At the wall, it is off the top of the wall and bounding back into play. Harris is trotting around second base. They throw the ball to the infield. He thought it was a home run, and he goes into third. He was just cruising around second, thinking he'd hit it out of here. It's a double. And the Nationals were quickly trying to get the ball to third base to get Harris. But fortunately, the throw trickled through the infield. Now the umpire's going to get together. That was right off the top of the bricks. Bounced about 20 feet up into the air and then back down into the glove of Alex Call in right field.
I've watched a lot of games in this stadium. I don't recall that ever happening. The ball coming back into play off a flat top of the wall.
Now they're going to say home run. And Harris will come home and score. That ties the game. So it took a while for the umpires to get together. I'm sure that the Nationals want an explanation.
Home run. Washington is not challenging. It is a crew chief review.
Okay, this will be a crew chief review. So the ruling on the field, homer, watching the replay, hit right on the top of the brick wall and then sprung about 20 feet up into the air. And I don't think we've ever seen one off the top of the bricks quite like that.
But there must be a firm border behind that brick part for it to come back. Because normally if you see a ball hit the top of the wall out there, it's going 3-4 rows deep into the stands.
I mean, worst case scenario, this gets overturned and he's standing at third base.
Yeah.
It's either a homer or a triple.
Thank goodness he was able to avoid that tag. Started running fast just at the right time, or else this would be a much bigger review.
Bill Miller is the crew chief. Now we're waiting to get the call from New York.
It's interesting. You mentioned how Parker doesn't give up many home runs. He's only given up 10 extra base hits this season. His trouble's just been walks and singles, but Mike put a charge into that one.
It's taking a while to look at this one. So again, the call on the field is a homer. At the top of the bricks is that capped top, and it hit right off the top of that, straight up into the air, and then right back down onto the field. Meanwhile, Mitchell Parker taking a few to the mitt to keep his left arm warm. If it's a homer, it's the 4th of the year for Harris in a tie game. And if that is overturned, I mean, the question is, did it hit anything behind the top of the wall? Well, it bounced squarely on the top of those bricks.
Boy, that is funny.
Michael waiting in the dugout to find out if he can sit down or put his helmet back on and go back out to third base. They're taking a long look at this. I don't know if anyone quite knows what to think. This has got to be the longest review of the year.
And normally pregame during the umpires meeting, when you exchange lineups, you go over all the ground rules. So if there's any unique parts of the ballpark, you'll discuss before the game so that both teams know, you know, if it hits here, it's fair. If it hits here, it's a home run. I just don't know if that's ever gotten covered because like I said, I've never seen that happen. There's no yellow line up there to demarcate the home run.
They're going to bring Michael back, it appears. Or are they calling Snit out? Bill Miller is motioning come back out onto the field to the Braves dugout. And now Snit going to walk out there. Well, this is getting complicated. Just let us know if it's out of here or not.
There's something else I didn't think of is, would they possibly reassign him to second base?
Bill Miller turning on his microphone. Here we go.
After review, it was determined the ball hit the top of the wall. The runner will be placed at third base.
Okay.
All right, so it is a triple. Well, it hit the top of the wall, and then it's like it hit a spring. I mean, that thing shot so high up into the air. I mean, I'd love to get a stopwatch and see how much time passed from the time it left the bat to when it landed in Alex Call's glove. It was in the air forever, hit the top of the bricks, went right back up into the air, and then came back down. So it is a triple by Harris. It's 1-0, and now Fairchild can tie it with a base hit. Infield is in. No one out, bottom of the third. Pitch to Fairchild. Good swing, fouled back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
1-0 Nationals. Bottom of the third, runner at third and no one out. 0-1 to Fairchild. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Dylan Cruz sprinting in. Cruz dives and he squeezes. Tag now and comes out of his glove. Harris is going to score and into second base Fairchild. It's a tie game now. Dylan Cruz was darting in, dove head first. It was in the glove, but he couldn't survive the impact to the ground, and it came squirting out of the glove. Make it an RBI for Fairchild. He's standing at second, and it's a 1-1 game. That'll be an RBI double by Fairchild.
These two bounces we've had, these last two plays, you need to check that ball and make sure it's regulation.
Get a Super Bowl in that thing.
That's what it seemed like.
One apiece. Here's Nick Allen. Allen 0 for 7 in the series. And he takes a fastball for a strike. Good effort by Dylan Cruz, but just couldn't quite squeeze it. That's Fairchild's first RBI as a Brave. Ties up the game here in the third. 0-1 to Allen. Takes a fastball outside, according to Chad Fairchild. Borderline call that goes the Braves' way. Well, Mitchell Parker was cruising 6 up and 6 down, but he's given up 2 extra base hits this inning. Now bunting, and bunting at foul Allen. Not just 2 extra base hits, but all that time in between pitches, that really throws off your rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, these pitchers are used to working every 15 seconds, and when you throw that off, it can be a challenge to get yourself refocused, especially with all the fracas going on the field there with the review and the bounced out catch in center field.
One-two to Allen, and that'll be sent down the right field line, but foul. I mean, right outside the chalk. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save more energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Bottom of the order, bringing some pop here in the third inning. Triple by Harris, double by Fairchild. 1-2 to Allen. Swung on, miss. Struck him out with a splitter. 1 trip to the order for Parker, 4 strikeouts. And with 1 down, back to the top of the order to Eli White.
Yeah, that's a good pitch call there by the Nats. Nick Allen, short swing, pretty flat, and that plays well. That spinny fastball top of the zone can be beaten by a short, quick swing like Nick Allen has. So he was spraying line drives. The Nats decided to go to that splitter there for the strikeout because it's got a little depth on it.
Eli White 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch to Eli, going to register as a strike. Showed him a first pitch curveball. Oh, 1 to White, missed inside. The distance of Michael Harris's triple, 362 feet. So what we learned is if you hit it 363, it's a homer. That's another few inches. And that would have been into that flower bed on the other side of that capped brick wall. 1-1 to White. That's going to be sent foul down the right field line.
You're looking at the numbers here. The expected batting average on that was only 250 for Michael Harris. So in a lot of stadiums with the deeper right field, that ball dies in a right fielder's glove, but he hit it to the right spot. As you mentioned, just a couple more inches, and that's a 4-bagger.
One-two to White. Taken high, taking off now. Fairchild, head first slide, and the throw is horrible. Down the left field line, that'll lead to a run. Riley Adams sent it down to third, but Ahmed Rosario was trying to get there in time. Next thing you knew, that was in left field. And the Braves take the lead on the error, and it's 2-1 Atlanta. Caught Adams by surprise. He one-hopped it in front of the bag.
Yeah, Fairchild actually went with a little bit of a delayed steal there, so he stole that base on Rosario. Nobody called out he's going, so Rosario didn't cover. Late getting there, couldn't snag it.
Here's the 2-2. Eli White hits one out to left field. James Wood over to his right, makes a lunging catch for out number 2. Well, that goes back to something that we were discussing with Snit before the game. We're talking about his lineup today. Verdugo not in there, so Eli White goes to the top. But more notably, Stuart Fairchild in there. So between White, Albies, Harris, Fairchild, Allen, I said you got some burners in there tonight.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it brings another element of speed to the bottom of that lineup.
That's exactly what led to that run. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Austin Riley. Riley takes ball a little bit low.
Verdugo's been swinging it well since he's been a Brave, but only hitting .059 against lefties. So good day to give him a night off and get Stewart in there.
Good to see Stewart answer. He's got a double, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run scored already. 1-0, and Riley takes a called strike. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Braves, 1 run on 2 hits, and an error for the Nationals. 1-1 to Riley. And a called strike on the outside corner with a fastball. Austin 2 for 7 in the series, 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to right field. And the 1-2 pitch hit well into left field. Humpback liner down for a base hit. 2-out single. Riley aboard, and that's the third hit of the inning for the Braves. Now all they need is a homer to hit for the cycle as a team this inning. And the triple by Harris that bounced off the top of that 16-foot brick wall in right field. Double by Fairchild, single by Riley. And now it's Ozuna. Boy, if there's ever a time to hit one out, tonight's the night, because like we mentioned earlier, it's his bobblehead night. Just missed getting one out of here back in the first inning. Ozuna takes a first pitch strike right at the top of the zone with a splitter. Braves 2, Nationals 1, as we're in the bottom of the third. Left-hander Parker from the stretch comes set right at the chin. 0-1 in for a called strike. Ozuna batting .269 on the year. He's got 6 homers, including one in game 1 of this series. In the hole, 0-2, pitch on the way. Missed low with a splitter. We've been talking about what's at stake for the Braves tonight. A win this evening not only gives them the series, but it would give them a winning record for the first time this year in game 43 of the 2025 campaign. 1-2 to Ozuna, sent foul. If the Braves win tonight, they would become the 5th team in history to move above 500 after losing 7 or more consecutive games to begin the season. Now the Braves have joined the 1945 Red Sox, 1980 Braves, 1983 Astros, and 2008 Tigers in that club. 1-2 fouled off. And the Braves can move over 500 in their 43rd game. Only the 1945 Red Sox cleared the 500 mark in fewer games amongst that group. One and 2 on Ozuna. Parker brings it. And Ozuna chops one to the right side. Taken on the second hop by the second baseman Tena. Throws over to first base in time for the out. But 2 runs across for the Braves as they take the lead. Also 3 hits, an error, and a man left. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 2-1 Braves.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been
After a 2-run bottom of the third, the Braves have taken a 2-1 lead. We enter the top of the fourth. It'll be Lowe, Call, and Bell coming up for the Nationals. And it's the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is breaking Braves country, clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Watch membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. Ben Darren and JC with you. In the third game of this 4-game tilt, Braves and Nats. Nathaniel Lowe takes a strike on the outside corner. Lowe drove in that run with a fielder's choice back in the first inning. 0-1 from Elder. And a ball outside. Lowe 6'4", 220, 29 years old. 1-1 ground ball to the right side. Ozzie in shallow right, gets to it to his left, throws over, and a good job by Olsen keeping a toe on the bag. That's two plays where Ozzie's had to go hard to his left, gloving in shallow right, was able to steady himself and make a good throw to first base.
Yeah, that's a tough play on a first baseman there. You know, it's such a hard angle to keep your foot on the base, because you can't have your foot on the front or the back of the base. You really want it on the side of the base where the runner can't step on your foot. So nice play by both of those guys there.
Yeah, it gets tricky. One out for Alex Call. And a first pitch strike, right at him with a sinker. Alex Call out of Ball State University. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he's going to shoot one foul to the right field line. You know, it's funny how some guys can make the most out of an opportunity. When Ball State offered Alex Call an offer to go play collegiately, that was the only college offer that he received.
Wow.
And he took that and became the Mid-American Conference Player of the Year. And now he's in the big leagues. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Call. Missed high. And his plan was to become an engineer. And that was the entire plan all along, if not for baseball. 1-2 misses high. He was going to go to the University of Wisconsin and study engineering. There was no engineering program at Ball State. So he went there to play some baseball and landed him in the big leagues. 2-2 sent foul into the screen by the Braves dugout.
Yeah, to me, he looks like a grinder. You know, he's talking to himself in between pitches, talking about his mental process. Really animated in the box, proud of himself for fouling off some tough pitches from Elder.
2-2, sent foul again.
Yeah, he doesn't chase, he doesn't swing and miss, he walks a lot, so he's grinding out those at-bats. And kind of fitting to your story, he's making himself a valuable player, controlling what he can control.
2-2 from Elder. That swung on and tipped it in the bed for strike 3. Second strikeout by Bryce Elder. And 2 down in the inning. But you love when you have a player like that on your roster if you're a manager, because you know if you just give them a shot, they're going to take an inch and make it a mile out of it.
The guy that comes to my mind on the Braves roster, Eli White. You know, he's 100% everything he's doing. He's doing to the best of his ability, and you can appreciate that as a manager.
2 down for Josh Bell. It takes the ball outside. Yeah, you get a few guys like that on a roster, you're going to win some games. 2-1 Braves, top of the fourth. And that's hit well out to deep right field, rising out towards the wall. It's over the head of Fairchild and off the wall. Fairchild sends it in. He's got a good arm. Here's the throw. Here's Bell reaching for the tag now and dropping Allen. He picks up, goes back to the bag, and Bell's in there. That was a game of cat and mouse at second base. Bell dove to the inside of the bag. Allen was trying to get to him, dove at him on the shortstop side of the bag, dropped the ball. And then Bell scrambled, crawling to the bag. And this is going to be reviewed now. All right, the Braves are going to check this out. Honestly, I think he tagged him in the dreadlocks as he came across. And then Bell might have knocked the ball out of his glove. Well, that was some play out there.
Looks like Little League out here at second base.
I mean, Allen was bear crawling across second trying to put the tag on Bell, who was rolling away. And then Allen just kind of last-ditch effort, kind of flicked the mid at him. That's when the ball came out. Oh, yeah, he got the scalp of Bell. I mean, the the dreadlocks touch the glove of Allen. And if he's got a crew cut, he's probably safe.
Yep. I mean, that's some sandlot baseball right there. Two professional athletes just rolling around in the dirt trying to tag each other. He was toast at second.
What a great throw. Yeah, the dreadlocks on Bell come down to about the base of his neck. And as you can picture it in your mind, those were flopping around as he's going into the bag. And the glove easily hit the dreadlocks, maybe even the scalp itself, as his helmet had come off. That would be out number 3. It'd also be our Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. I mean, this has to be overturned, right?
You would think so, yeah. You know, Bell's not the fastest guy on the roster, but he wasn't running hard. I think he thought he got one there, got a home run, so he was nonchalantly jogging to first.
There we go.
Determined the runner was touched prior to reaching the base. The runner is out.
So the call is overturned. That was Bill Miller, the crew chief. And Bill Miller confirms what we knew there at second base. Bell thrown out. Great throw out of Fairchild and a great tag by Allen.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Let's see if you can figure out
Game at Truist Park. Listen for your chance to win a pair of tickets weekday afternoons during our 4 o'clock hour on Check and Turn Off on 680 The Fan.
Matt Olson stepping in. Braves leading 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Matt swings and sends one foul up into the third deck along the third baseline. Great to have you with us. Game 3 in this series. The Braves looking for 3 straight wins over the Nationals. Leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Olson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 for 9 in the series. 0-1 from Parker. Clubbed into center field. Base hit. Got a slider to his liking, and he tagged it. Leadoff single for Olson. He's at first base for Sean Murphy. By the way, thanks to that clean top of the 4th inning, tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Good swing by Matt Olson. But he's down at first base, being held by Nathaniel Lowe. Sean Murphy check it in, and he'll bounce one softly to the right side. Tana gets to it, triggers to second, and they get the lead runner in Olson. 4-6 put out. Not an easy play as he was going to his left, had to stop, pivot, and go to his right with a throw.
We got a little A little contact between Olsen and Abrams there at the base. Maybe a little spike action, old school baseball, coming in hard to second, which he's allowed to do because he was sliding directly into the base and Abrams was standing on there. Probably didn't feel good.
Boy, Matt wears what, about a size 15 shoe? You got blood on the tracks. There's a called strike.
The size of a canoe. Some big old feet.
And Abrams isn't a tall drink of water himself. 0-1 on Ozzie Albies. 2-1 Braves, bottom of the fourth. Ozzie grounds one foul outside the bag at third. Nice pick by Matt Tuiasosopo. He's showing off some skills over there at third base coach. If I hadn't already given away our truest play of the game, I think I would have issued it right there to Tui. Just turned 39 a few days ago. He still got it. So 2 to Ozzie, and he swings and misses at a fastball. So 2 down after the strikeout. Strikeout number 5 for Parker. Two down for Michael Harris. Hit a triple in the third inning. It was Harris's second triple of the year. And he's going to float one into shallow left center. Going back, Abrams makes a nice play out in shallow left center. That's out number 3. So the bottom of the fourth quickly evaporates.
Ready to roll into summer? Start your adventure for less during the Lazy Days RV Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, make 0 payments for 45 days on the RV of your dreams. That's right, no payments for 45 days and receive up to $10,000 in exclusive benefits with every RV purchase. Hitch onto huge savings with travel trailer payments starting as low as $4 a day. More of a driver? Take the wheel with motorhomes as low as $4.99 a month. But these offers won't last. Visit your local Lazy Days RV or head to lazydays.com to make this summer one to remember.
Listos para un espectáculo global el jueves 26 de junio en el Camping World Stadium. Leyendas del fútbol competirán en el Mundial de Clubes FIFA 2025. Juventus y Manchester City. Weston McKennie y Manuel Locatelli se enfrentan cara a cara contra Rúben Díaz y Haaland. No te pierdas la oportunidad de ser parte de la historia. Compra tus boletos en FIFA.com/tickets.
En State College of Florida, tu futuro está lleno de posibilidades infinitas. ¿Buscas una educación de primer nivel sin un precio alto? Ofrecemos programas de alta calidad y orientados a tu profesión a un valor excepcional, ya sea que recién comienzas la universidad o que estés en un cambio de carrera. Nuestros horarios flexibles, cursos en línea y recursos para estudiantes te ayudarán a llegar a la meta. Da el primer paso y solicita hoy mismo en scf.edu o llama al 941-752-5050.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
The Braves.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you at Truist Park. Folks having a good time at the ballpark tonight. Got a lovely evening. And the Braves on top, 2-1 into the top of the 5th inning. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Dylan Cruz leading it off for the Nationals. Pitch on the way from Elder, and there's a called strike. Oh, 1 to Cruz. Just off the plate with a slider. One socked into left field, and a base hit by Cruz. Turned a sinker around, deposited into left field. Leadoff single for the Nationals, and here comes Jose Tena.
Yeah, when you think of Bryce Elder as a pitcher, you think of his sinker, and you know, near 80% of his pitches are sinker slider, but he's actually throwing almost 9% more sliders this season than he did last year, and had really good results in that pitch thus far. So that's been maybe one of the keys to his little hot streak he's been on here recently.
There's a ball outside, missed with a sinker. Well, between that and then what you detailed a few starts ago with the slightly changed grip and the sinker, he's making a few adjustments, isn't he?
He is, and that's what being a starting pitcher is all about. What am I doing well? What can I get better at?
1-0 to Tana, outside 2-0.
You know, he's a really good pitcher, but he's kind of stuck at the back of the Braves rotation here, right? And he's kind of on the fringe. He's in an organization with some really talented starting pitchers, but there's a lot of teams around the league would love to have Bryce Elder as one of their 5.
2-0 fouled off. Oh, and he knows what it takes to succeed. He's done it before. He was an all-star 2 years ago. And he knows that if he can do that, he doesn't have to worry about being yo-yoed back and forth between the big leagues and AAA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really tough on a young pitcher. And looking at his numbers this year, all of his expected stats are right there with 2023, and some are even better.
Pick off to first base and back in with a dive Cruz.
Yeah, I say expected. That means you're taking, just the hit data, the number of walks, the strikeouts, quality of contact. So his expected ERA is actually better this season than it was in 2023 when he made the All-Star team.
Runner goes, 2-1 pitch outside, throw down by Murphy, gonna be close, right on the money. Great throw out of Sean Murphy and a good tag by Nick Allen. And they get Dylan Cruz attempting to steal. He's not convinced. We'll see if the Nats want to take a peek at it. And they are not going to review this, so he is out.
Yeah, nice dart throw there by Murph, and an even better tag by Nick Allen. Dylan Cruz, I mean, that had to be a perfect tag to get him there. He runs really well, so nice tag by Nick.
3-1 to Tana. There's a called strike. Only the second time he's been caught stealing this year in 12 attempts. One away and a 3-2 pitch on the way to Tana. Ground ball to second. Ozzie to his right. Off-balance throw. Bounced it perfectly to Olsen. Great play. Ozzie's glove has been golden tonight. 3 very good plays by Albies.
Yeah, good presence of mind there by Ozzie, knowing all of his weight is going out there towards left center field. I'm just going to get rid of this as fast as I can. Nice, easy one-hopper over there to Olsen for the out.
So 2 down for Riley Adams. Braves 2, Nationals 1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. And Adams swings and misses. Tell you what, I love what I was seeing with that caught stealing. I mean, Murphy's pop time, he got rid of it quickly.
He sure did.
That was a bullet down there. And like you mentioned, Allen's tag. 0-1 low and inside. In fact, they've got the metrics up on the video board in left field. Pop time, 1.9 seconds. And the throw went down at 84 miles an hour. Yeah, I love that we have metrics on that stuff.
That's pretty neat. That's well above average.
1-1. That'll be fouled off. It takes longer than 2 seconds for me to stand up out of this chair. And he got rid of a baseball 84 miles an hour down to second quicker than that.
Threw it right in a bucket.
One-two to Adams. Rollers softly out to short. And coming up with it now, Allen fires over to get Adams. And the minimum to the plate in the top of the 5th inning. So the defense.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers.
but you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelley Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
We in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you that a pair of tickets is up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Braves 2, Nationals 1 into the bottom of the 5th inning. Stuart Fairchild leads off for the Braves. Did you know that the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves? It's made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, and the perfect balance to make the food that you're eating taste better. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Stuart Fairchild, 1 for 1 with a double. And he'll send one foul. Boy, he had a very productive trip to the plate back in the 3rd inning. He doubled, he drove in a run, he stole a base, and he scored a run. And that's making the most out of your opportunity because he hasn't gotten too many. Right-handed hitter. Pitch on the way to Fairchild. Inside into the backstop. Stuart Fairchild, 29 years old, just turned 29 in March. He's from Seattle, Washington, went to Wake Forest University. I guess he wanted to get away from home. That's a long trip from Seattle to Winston-Salem.
That's a long flight for mom and dad.
It is. This is the 17th game he's played in with the Braves. Most of those off the bench. Pitch will miss there. 2 balls and a strike on Fairchild. He's been in the big leagues for 5 years. Been with the Diamondbacks, the Mariners, the Giants, the Reds, and the Braves. The 2-1 in the air towards right field, down the line, foul ground, and that's going to land on the sidewall and bounce around down there. 2-2.
It's a tough life being a major league bench guy. You know, you can go weeks without playing. Stewart's getting a little more playing time, usually later in the game, defensive replacement, pinch running. But for those guys that are true insurance policies, it's tough sitting every day, knowing you're probably not going to get in there.
2-2 is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And you still have one of the best jobs in the world, getting paid to come to the Braves game, but you just don't feel like you're contributing to the team when you don't get any playing time.
Well, 2 things we've learned about him. He's got a really good arm, which he showcased a couple of innings ago, and he's got elite speed. It's worked the count full. And the 3-2. Taken for ball 4 low. So a leadoff walk to Fairchild. First walk allowed by Parker.
Yeah, really nice at bat there. Taking some close pitches at the top and the bottom of the zone. Every time he has come in to hit, he's ready to hit. And a lot of pinch hitters want to sit there and look at some stuff. But in my opinion, as a pinch hitter, you got to be ready to hit, man. And he's got to start tonight. A couple nice at bats. Good for him.
You know, it might be a good time for trying to surprise him with a quick bunt by Allen. And he shows bunt. Takes ball inside. Something that we're discussing before the game because the pitcher, Mitchell Parker, has had a difficult time fielding his position. So it would have been a great time to try to surprise him with a bunt.
Yeah, he's got a little mental thing on the fielding side of the ball. His blood pressure probably just shot up 20 points. Seeing that attempted bunt.
1-0 low and in.
So last season, he had 13 chances on balls in play. He made 5 errors.
Wow.
This season, he's had 2 chances and made 1 error. So his career fielding percentage is .600. So 6 out of 10 times he makes the play, which is by far the worst fielding percentage I've ever seen for any single player.
I think your son Dane has a better fielding percentage than that in Little League.
Yes. Yeah, it's, from what I understand, it's a mental block on the ability to field ground balls or make any play in the field for him. So a bunt would be really fun to watch here.
Braves 2, Nationals 1, bottom of the 5th. Runner at first, no one out. Good lead at first by Fairchild. 2-0 and a high fly ball to deep left field. Over towards the line, Wood. Towards the foul line, that's out of play. And a 2-1 count.
And you do hear about, the term, the yips or the mental stuff on throwing a lot. And I've actually been through that. It's hard to understand. It's hard to get out of. But I've never heard of anybody having the yips on fielding easy ground balls. But first for everything.
He just got too much time to think about it.
That's right.
Two on to Allen. Missed outside with a fastball. 3-1. Nationals scored once in the first. Braves scored twice in the third. And we're currently in the bottom of the fifth inning. Fairchild, big lead over there at first base. Has really good wheels. Not going. 3-1 is high, ball 4. So he has back-to-back walks to the 8 and 9 hitters. So the table is not only set, but the silver's polished for the top of the order.
Yeah, you got to love what the bottom three in this order are doing tonight. They're giving Mitchell Parker the hardest time out of anybody here. And that's what we talk about the Nats lineup being top-heavy, right? The Braves' best lineups that I can remember, there's tough outs 1 to 9. Not everybody has to be able to hit a home run or be the fastest guy in the field, but everybody, if they give you tough outs, if we go back to 2023, which we all like to do, that lineup was a nightmare from 1 to 9. And so when this bottom of the lineup is challenging Mitchell Parker, having good at-bats, it just makes your job that much harder.
Just grinds you down, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And then, now you've 2 consecutive walks. Now you got to face the big boys at the top of the order.
Big opportunity for the Braves here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, just went out there to the mound. And he's made his way back to the dugout. Allen at first, Fairchild at second, White to the plate, no one out. And he shows bunt, and it's bunted foul on the third base line. That'd have been a blast to see. I mean, you had 3 burners out there on the base paths.
I'd pay a fair amount of money to see a bunt right back to Parker. I just want to see it.
Just put the heat on him.
These Nats broadcasters were telling us about it.
See if he squares around again. He does not. 0-1, swung on miss. Got a fastball by him at the top of the zone. Eli with a strikeout and a flyout to left field tonight. And trying to add on to this 2-1 lead. No one out, bottom of the fifth inning. Mitchell Parker, 70 pitches in the game, 48 strikes. The 0-2 to White. And he lifts one towards right field, down the foul line, slicing towards foul ground, sliding now the right fielder call, and he can't come up with it. Gave it his best effort, sliding onto the warning track into the sidewall that was out of his reach. Meanwhile, Jackson Rutledge is warming up with the Nationals.
A really good effort by Call out there and right. I think if that ball is hit like that last night, Dylan Cruz, who's playing center field tonight because Jacob Young is out, he's camped under that thing because he's one of the fastest guys in the league. So a little bit of a defensive shuffle here tonight for the Nats out there and right.
White down 0-2. Parker brings it. White fouls one back. Yeah, Call gave it a good effort when he went into his barrel roll dive for it on the warning track down the right field line. The fingers of his glove touched the baseball, but couldn't quite get there. Meanwhile, an 0-2 count on Eli White. He can drive in a run right here with a base hit. 0-2 to White. Fouled off again, this time into the second deck down the right field line.
Well, these last couple foul balls have been four-seam fastballs in the zone, but as I mentioned earlier, it's just hard to get on top of that fastball because of the seeming rise to it.
Parker steps off the back of the rubber.
So as a result of that, the ball is higher than you think. You get a lot of these little pop-ups and foul balls that we're seeing here in this at-bat.
Again, the 0-2. White takes the ball outside. Eli White batting .281 on the season. Offering on the way. Didn't come in after the curveball and a 2-2 count. These last 19 games for Eli White, since he's taken over in right field, he's hitting .300 right on the nose. 10 extra base hits, 10 RBIs, 14 runs scored. And he can drive in another one with a base hit right here. Count level at 2. Pitch on the way. Chop foul off the plate. Do it again with a 2-2 count. And you're getting that kind of production no matter where you put him in the order tonight. Lead off. Other nights towards the bottom of the order.
Yeah, another really nice at bat here from this Braves lineup. Battling, eating up these pitches.
This will be the 9th pitch of the battle between Parker and White. And the 2-2 hit fouled on the right field line into the screen. Braves 2, Nationals 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Braves in the game 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Chance to boost that number right here. 2-2 pitch, fouled off again into the seats of the second deck down the right field line. So Eli White, who was down 0-2, has now battled for a 10-pitch at bat. This will be pitch number 11 from Parker. Going through an entire box of baseballs versus White. 2-2 pitch. And he hit the outside corner with a curveball. Well, easy to give up on that curve. That really never had the plate and just barely landed up in the zone on the outside corner.
Yeah, he was trying to go down and in with that curveball, and he left it up and away for a strike. And after all those high fastballs Eli had seen, it's tough to pull the trigger on that one.
Well, they worked him for 11 pitches before he struck out. Here's Austin Riley. First pitch to Austin. Comebacker knocked down by Parker. It trickles to Adams. The catcher, he fires to first, gets the out. Unreal. That's a 1-2-3 put out. Catcher Riley Adams was motioning to their dugout, bring the trainer out. Parker said, no, I don't need it. Well, that came back quickly, and it came out there with teeth and took a bite out of Parker.
Yeah, that ball was 107 off the bat. And when I said that I wanted to see him field one, I didn't want him to see him field it with his thigh or his left knee. Ouch.
Fairchild advanced to third, Allen to second. Well, that saved a run. Well, it was a one-hopper. They're going to take Parker out of the game. So with that swift one-hopper off of his left knee, hit the outside of the left knee, he is going to be bounced out of this game. And the Nationals make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home and business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll step aside. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Runners at second and third, 2 down, and the Braves leading 2-1.
Hey, small business owners, it's Matt Chernoff here to tell you about First Liberty Building and Loan and the Frost family. Are you looking to buy a business or franchise, build a new building, any dream that you have for your business? First Liberty can help.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May.
And free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, Doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how Doers get more done.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chris Domino reminding you that Braves coverage starts 2 hours before every first pitch during the season on the radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and, of course, the Fan app.
Now back to action here in the bottom of the 5th. Braves leading the Nats 2-1, but threatening here. They have runners on second and third after 2 leadoff walks by Mitchell Parker. His day is done after taking a 107-mile-an-hour ground ball to the left kneecap off of Austin Riley's bat. He leaves after 4 2/3. On to relieve him, the right-hander, Jackson Rutledge. We saw him in game 1 of this series. He went an inning and a third, giving up a hit and an earned run. Actually took the loss in that game. He will be facing off with Marcell Ozuna here.
So Rutledge takes over. Ozuna climbing in. Runners at second and third, 2 down. First pitch up and in. Ozuna's actually taken Rutledge deep before. He's 1 for 2 in his career with a home run against Rutledge. Well, you know he wants to do it tonight. On his bobblehead night, wants to at least driving these 2 runs. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike right at the top of the zone. Marcell says, no way. That's a little bit too tall. Chad Fairchild said strike 1. Watching the placement of that pitch, I'm with Marcell. One. Missed outside, 2-1.
We've been talking about this Nats bullpen struggling this year. The worst bullpen in the league, over a 7 ERA as a group. Rutledge actually has one of the better ERAs at a 3.12, so he's been okay this year for them.
Here it is to Ozuna. Lays off. Now he's got a hitter's count 3-1.
Shoot, he might have the best ERA in the whole bunch.
Wouldn't take much, would it? Looking for something to mash right here. 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. That was a slider on the outer third. He twisted up Ozuna on that swing and miss. So now a 3-2 count on Ozuna. If he walks, Olson would come to the plate with the bases loaded. Runners at second and third. And the 3-2. Ground ball out to third and down the line. A fair ball that'll drive in 2 runs. Ozuna cruising around first. He goes into second. And it's 4-1 Braves as he just barely kept that fair over the bag. Perfectly placed down the line. That'll close the line now on Parker, as those 2 runs belong to him. 2 huge runs for the Braves.
Yeah, no homer on his bobblehead night yet, but we'll take the 2 RBI double. Clutch hitting right there. 2 out RBIs win you ball games.
Here's Olson with a runner at second. There's a ball high. As that ball went down the line, the runner at third, Fairchild, had to jump back out of the way of it. And then when it whizzed by him, it landed just on the other side of the bag on the chalk and a fair ball. 1-0 to Olson in for a strike. RBIs 16 and 17 on the season for Ozuna. Braves leading 4-1, bottom of the 5th. Olson singled to the 4th inning. Base hit here could mean another run as the Braves cashed in those 2 walks to begin the inning. Olson takes a sinker, and it missed low and in. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but he doesn't get the call from Chad Fairchild.
I think that ball was in the strike zone, but Riley Adams had to reach all the way across. Couldn't get a good frame on it.
Olson hits one a mile high, right side of the infield. Low at first base, right behind the bag, steps on the bag, now makes the catch in foul ground. That's out number 3, but the Braves cash in those 2 leadoff walks. And as we head to the top of the 6th inning, it's the Braves 4.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
For 30 years, Floridians have known when it comes to roofing, there's only one call to make. Call Collis. From Jacksonville to Orlando, Melbourne to Tampa, thousands of homeowners and businesses call Collis for new roofs, replacements, and repairs. With over 500 five-star reviews and Florida's largest residential roofing team, when your roof needs help, don't guess, call Collis. Florida's trusted roofing expert since 1994. You know the name, you know what to do. Call Collis.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears.
Bryce Elder of the Braves leading the Nationals 4-1 into the top of the 6th inning alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. A win tonight for the Braves. They will have a winning record for the first time this year. Looking good right now. C.J. Abrams lines one into center field on the first pitch he sees, and it's a leadoff single here in the 6th inning for the Nationals. He's been on base 3 times now, 2 singles and a walk.
Yeah, this could be a challenge for Bryce. That was a long inning. It's a really long bottom of the 5th there, and you had the comebacker injury. Pitching change, so a long sit for Bryce.
Aaron Bummer now up and tossing. Sean Murphy going out there to the mound. You know, it's interesting to me how sometimes a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark can come out of nowhere. And sometimes when it hits, you don't even know that it hit. What I'm getting at is, look, that was a great bottom of the 5th for the Braves. But go back to the top of the 5th inning. It's a 1-run game. They got Cruz aboard. And then that great caught stealing Murphy to Allen for the out. Yep. And then right after that, 2 quick outs, 1 to second, 1 to short. Boom, you're out of the inning. Next thing you know, in the bottom of the inning, you score 2 runs. Rosario takes a ball inside. So almost like the Avalanche started with that stolen base attempt.
Yeah, that's a great observation, and it's 100% correct. When you see your teammate make a play like that, it makes you want to do the same thing.
1-0 to Rosario, and a called strike on him, 1-1. Little things executed a lot of times lead to big things. Braves leading 4-1 in the 6th. 1-1, hot shot out to short, backhanded by Allen. Triggers to second. Ozzie to first. Quick as lightning around the diamond. A 6-4-3 double play, and it shuts down those first 2 batters there in the 6th inning.
Darn it. You set me up. I was just about to say I'd love to see a nice double play executed. We haven't seen one tonight until there. Perfect timing.
Just came too quickly.
It did.
Two down in the 6th. James Wood takes the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to Wood. Low and in. Oh, indeed, a pitcher's best friend. And for Elder to get that double play right there, that's huge. Now if he gets Wood, you're talking about 6 rock-solid innings. 2-0 fouled back, 2-1.
The other thing I'm thinking about as a former bullpen pitcher, if you get through this inning, you can save Aaron Bummer for this top of the lineup with these dangerous lefties for probably the 8th inning.
That's a good point.
Dylan Lee's thrown 3 out of 4 nights. Probably not an option tonight. So Bummer, your next best left-handed option down there.
Righty-lefty matchup. Wood takes a ball high, 3-1. Now you really want Bryce to find a way to get Wood. Finish 6 innings. 3-1, over for a called strike. Because if he loses Wood and you have the lefty load you up, then you start to force Snit's hand, don't you?
Yeah, he's probably thinking about it.
3-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. a sinker fans would. So the double play and the strikeout get Bryce Elder through the top of the 6th inning.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side.
Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Finn here. How well do you know us in the locker room? Your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Braves leading the Nationals 4-1 into the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Murphy, Albies, and Harris due up. And this is the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And if a Braves player hits a home run this inning, Sally Butterworth from Rockmart, Georgia, won $4,300. There's the pitch on the way to Sean Murphy. Takes the ball outside. Sally, think of all the pancakes you could buy with that loot. I mean, a stack of them. Sally Butterworth in Rockmart, Georgia. She'd win $4,300. We're pulling for Sally. 1-0 pitch. In the air to left center field. Dylan Cruz over to his right. And he'll range to it, make the catch, 1 down. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/Georgia Lottery. Georgia Lottery today could be the day. If I could, I'd crush pancakes every morning.
Boy, you love some pancakes,
Love pancakes.
Never seen anybody that goes after breakfast with the same kind of vigor you do. You don't miss a day.
You can't, man. As the Albies takes the ball low and in. I mean, if you could take one unhealthy food and turn it into a superfood, say like pizza was all of a sudden packed with
it's right up there
vitamins and such, what would you choose? Because I think I'd choose pancakes.
Really? Pancakes?
There's the 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. I mean, it'd be in the conversation.
My answer for what food I eat for the rest of my life would be pizza, but I think possibly ice cream. Even though I don't eat that much ice cream.
That would be a good one. 1-1 to Albies. Out to left field. Matt Liner's going to lay down for a base hit. 1-out single for Ozzie Albies. Yeah, like a good milkshake or something like that, or just the actual ice cream?
I mean, no, just ice cream. Just imagine waking up, oh, man, I got to eat my ice cream. Then you go work out, I got to eat more ice cream. I mean, you're setting yourself up for a nice day.
You make a good point. Loaded up some whipped cream and all that.
Well, now you're making it unhealthy, Ben. I don't know if that was part of it. But
well, at that point, you're playing for the tie if the ice cream is healthy.
Okay.
A couple of fat boys talking about their fantasies. Here's the pitch on the way. That swung on and missed. Michael Harris with a triple, a run score, also a pop out. Harris grounds one foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
0-2 on Harris. Here it comes from the right-hander Rutledge. Way outside, 1-2.
I just had a thought, Ben. You ever been to Red Robin?
Yeah.
They have the bottomless French fries.
Yes.
When I was in the minor leagues, I took that a little too seriously. I ate so many fries, I had to go throw up, Ben. It wasn't one of the prouder moments of my life.
It's hard to turn those things down. 1-2, misses high, 2-2.
So therefore, maybe my answer would be steak fries. Because they're the thick cut, the big boys. Not the little thin, wimpy ones. I mean, those things are pretty good. You can just keep eating them, too.
Fries are so good. Tater tots. Pick off over to first base. You think when cows are grazing, it's like they're in a field full of French fries?
I guess if you don't know any better.
Because they love that stuff.
You've never tasted anything better than grass. It's probably a good meal.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Harris. Don't you love when the Braves are winning? Here's the pitch on the way. Harris sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. Braves 4, Nationals 1 are in the bottom of the 6th. Braves are down 1-0. Then they struck for 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 more in the 5th inning. We're looking for a home run for Mrs. Butterworth. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Harris fouls one back. Harris wearing his pink batting gloves tonight, gripping an all-black bat. Right-hander Rutledge came on for Parker last inning. Starter went 4 2/3. Time called by Harris. He backs out of there and adjusts the batting gloves again. Ozzie a lead at first, held by Lowe. And the 2-2 fouled back into the screen. Really good Wednesday night crowd. Wish you could be here. Chop House is packed out there, and then that railing to the left of the Chop House is shoulder to shoulder out there in that standing room only area. Big crowd for Marcelo Zuna bobblehead night. He's got one of the biggest hits of the game. 2-2, chopper to short. Abrams going to step on second himself, fire over to first base, and Michael hustles it out, stays out of the double play. 6 unassisted at second base gets Ozzie Albies. And a fielder's choice for Michael Harris. That'll bring Stuart Fairchild up to the plate.
Ben, I'm still thinking about syrup, buddy. I'm just thinking it's a travesty. My wife is a healthy eater, and my kids don't even know what Mrs. Butterworth or Aunt Jemima or anything. I don't even know if they still sell it. I'm sure they do.
It's
It never makes an appearance at the O'Day house.
They got to mix it in for at least Saturdays or something.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a change.
Fairchild takes a ball inside.
I'm going to put my foot down, Ben.
I mean, that's the time to do it. I mean, think about the memories you're going to make with your kids Saturday mornings with Dad and a stack of pancakes. Stuart Fairchild, the batter. And he takes a ball high. Well, I'm always pulling for our contestant in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning, but especially tonight. $4,300 on the line. Need a winner. We also need a winner in the strikeout the side inning in the 8th. Haven't had a winner in that contest yet. There's a called strike. That'll be the Yanmar strikeout the side inning in the 8th inning. Fairchild has been on base twice. He's scored twice. 2-1 pitch. He takes a hack and a miss at a cutter. With a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and our contestant Sally Butterworth down to the final swing. Looking for a home run out of Stuart Fairchild. He has homered 18 times in his career. 8 times last year with the Reds. No homers this season. 2-2. Line shot left side past a diving Ahmed Rosario. So a hit for Fairchild in the left field. He's on base for the 3rd time of the game.
Yeah, have a night, Stuart. Gotta love that guy taking advantage of his opportunity. showing off a little bit tonight.
He's going to be the conversation for your Home Depot player of the game.
Yeah, you got to love it. I don't think he's got an orange bucket yet.
Could be his night. Looking for another clutch 2-out knock. Braves got one last inning. The 2 RBI double by Marcell Ozuna that drove in Fairchild and Allen. Now it's Allen to the plate. Takes a called strike. Allen is due as he's 0 for 8 in the series, but he walked last inning and scored a run. Leading 4-1. He finds a gap. That should easily score Harrison Fairchild. They have great wheels. Ball outside, 1-1. Under the lights here in Atlanta, as night has fallen here in Atlanta, Georgia. Allen steadies the stick, looking down the right-hander Rutledge. He's ready to deal. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Nick Allen. Inside on a check swing, and it got a piece of his bat, and he fouled it off. Just glad didn't catch him in the hands. He wears a protective padding on the top of the left hand. That hit the barrel of the bat on the check swing. Again, the 1-2. Allen fouls it off. That was 97 right at the top of the zone. If he can reach back to the top of the order to Eli White, Braves have out-hit the Nationals 7-5 and lead 4-1. Rutledge at 30 pitches in this relief outing. 1-2 is high. Good eye by Allen. Is 2-2. Just a little bit high with the cutter. Well, they got an action count. 3-2 on Allen, 2 down. Fairchild and Harris will get a head start. Well, you'd love to see him split a gap right here. They'd be off to the races. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here it comes. He swings on a ground ball out to first. Backhand pick by Lowe. He takes to the bag himself and just barely wins the race versus Allen. And the Braves strand runners at first and second. So, unfortunately...
Chelsea here from Renewal by Andersen. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seat.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Braves 4, Nats 1 as we head into the top of the 7th. Bryce Elder's day is done after 6 innings pitched. Was really good today. On to relieve him, 31-year-old left-hander Aaron Bumber. We have not seen Aaron in this series. Last time we saw him toe the slab was Sunday in Pittsburgh, where he threw 1 inning pitched with a walk.
There to greet him, Nathaniel Lowe. There's a called strike on Lowe. How about that line for Bryce Elder tonight?
It was great. 2 singles and a run allowed in the first. The next 5 scoreless with only 3 hits allowed. Good work again.
Lowe takes a strike. Tonight's attendance, 37,134.
I don't think Bryce had his best stuff tonight or his best command. And, a really blue-collar outing by him.
Mm-hmm.
Just limiting damage. Key double play last inning.
0-2 to Lowe. That'll miss outside. That's really what defines you as a pitcher, isn't it? Because anybody can go out there with all their stuff and look good.
Yeah.
And what do you do on the nights where a pitch or two isn't working for you? Tonight, Elder did a wonderful job. 1-2 to Lowe. Fouled back.
I used to have a pitching coach said 2 out of 10 times you go to the mound, you're going to have everything. 2 out of 10 times you go to the mound, you're going to have nothing. It's the other 6 to determine whether you're good or not. If you can put together enough to get the hitters out.
It's probably a pretty accurate ratio there. 1-2 to Lowe, fouled off. Lowe is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and drove in a run in the first inning. That's been the only run of the game for the Nationals. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Braves. 1 run on 5 hits and an error for the Nationals. Left on left matchup. Bummer versus Lowe. And a 1-2. Missed outside. By the way, Phillies and the Cardinals with a doubleheader today. Phillies won game 1 2-1. That snapped that 9-game winning streak for the Cardinals. In game 2, the Cardinals have exploded for 12 runs, and they lead 12-7 in the bottom of the 8th in Philly. 2-2 going to be shot into left field. A base hit for Lowe. It was in between Riley and the line. Over to cut it off is Eli White. Leadoff single by Lowe, and that is his first hit in this series. Other scores, Marlins have a 3-1 lead in Chicago as they're playing the Cubs. They're through 6 innings. Mets currently being shut out by the Pirates. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning at Citi Field. 4-0 Pirates in that game. Called strike on Alex Call. Some finals. They played a doubleheader in Baltimore, and Minnesota won both of those games. Twins are red hot. They won game 1 8-6, won game 2 6-3. Well, 1 pitch is over for a called strike. That's what, a 10-game winning streak now for the Twins?
Wow. You mentioned that game in Philly. The Cardinals scored 12. Aaron Nola went 3 2/3, 12 hits, 9 earned.
Wow.
3 home runs.
Not used to that line.
No.
Aaron Bummer, long pause. Probably not worried about Lowe taking off. 0-2 pitch misses high. Diamondbacks beat the Giants 8-7. There's going to be some great battles between NL West teams this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yankees beat the Mariners 3-2. Here's the 1-2. That'll miss outside. And a 2-2 count. Meanwhile, Iñigo de los Santos tossing in the Braves bullpen. All those scores are delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Here it's 4-1 Atlanta, the top of the 7th. 2-2 to Call. Grounded foul. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you for Game 3 in this series of 4. Braves and Nationals wrap up this series tomorrow with a 12-15 first pitch. 2-2, grounded to third. Riley has it kick off his chest, bounce away from him, and everyone is safe. He shuffled to his right, trying to play that last bounce as he was right behind the bag. And that came up and caught him right off the logo, stretching across the front of his uniform. He was thinking about going to second to at least cut down the lead runner. But now Josh Bell comes to the plate with runners at first and second. It's another gritty at bat by Alex Call.
Yeah. Yeah, you told a great story about him only having one offer in college and making himself into a Major League Baseball player out of Ball State. And he's tough, hard-nosed. He showed us this game.
Goes down as an E5 charged to Austin Riley. So now it's Bell to the plate representing the tying run. Got a lot of power. First pitch swinging. Tried to golf that curveball. Missed every stitch of it.
And we've seen how slow Bell is. And Bummer, 58% ground ball rate, 91st percentile. So looking for another twin killing here.
Bell's hit into 4 double plays this year. Ground ball out to short. It's Allen to Albies. It's Albies to Olsen. And there's the 5th double plays hit into this year. Darren O'Day looking into his crystal ball for that one.
Well, Ozzie could have had a snack and still had time to throw him out at first.
Could have taken down a plate of pancakes.
Yeah, Bummer surprisingly has had better numbers against righties this year. You know, he's considered a left-handed specialist because of that odd arm angle, but good success no matter who's standing in the box.
Nathaniel Lowe goes to third base. Here's Dylan Cruz. Line drive past a diving Allen and a base hit into left field. That'll score Lowe. And for the first time since the first inning, the Nationals are on the board. It's now a 4-2 Braves lead in the top of the 7th. Dylan Cruz now 2 for 3 in the game. Jose Tena will be the batter. Coming up between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. Going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. Got to bear down, get Tena here. First pitch called strike, got the sinker over. That was the 11th RBI of the season for Dylan Cruz. Left on left matchup. Pickoff over to first base. Cruz back in standing. When the Braves caught Cruz stealing back in the 5th inning, it was just the 2nd time all year he's been caught stealing. He's 10 for 12 in that department. You got the lefty Bummer on the mound, so you can hold him a little bit closer. And then, as I say that, he takes off. Ball outside, throw down to second, and that's not in time. Steal number 11 in 13 tries now for Cruz.
Yeah, Bummer went with a little more deliberate delivery there. Cruz got a nice jump, and he can run.
Stolen base.
Well, now Tena trying to make it a 1-run game with a base hit here. 1-1, low and outside, 2-1. Bummer trying to keep the Nationals from creeping back into this thing. It was a 3-run lead. Now it's a 2-run lead after the base hit moment ago by Cruz. Lefty Bummer, a glance to second. Long glance. Now to the plate. Strike. Curveball bottom of the zone. Ready with his 2-2. And he cuts it loose. Line down the left field line, a fair ball around third base. Cruz, he's going to score easily. Throw goes to second base. Tena dives in head first. It's an RBI double, and it's now a 1-run game here in the 7th. Nationals roaring back here in the 7th inning. That'll be the final bullet fired by Aaron Bummer. So Brian Snitker comes out. He'll make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home and business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. Introduce you to the new pitcher when we come back. It's 4-3 Braves here in the 7th.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial.
He is out of the game. He is responsible for Tenya at second. On to relieve him, right-hander Enyel De Los Santos, 29-year-old. Last pitch Sunday, last game in Pittsburgh. Thus far this season, he has inherited 9 runners, allowing 3 of those to score. This is a big one out there at second, trying to keep the Braves on top here going in late in this game.
Yeah, lately, Enyel's had some really good stuff. Fastball's been sizzling to the plate. Now he's having an issue with his pitch comm device, so he's trying to get that straightened out. All right, he's good to go now. Batter's Riley Adams. Riley Adams has never faced Enyel. Actually, they're going to pinch hit. Pitch on the way. This is Keibert Ruiz. Pinch hitting for Riley Adams. And Ruiz, a good hitter. He's 1 for 2 in his career with a double versus De Los Santos. Pitch on the way to Ruiz. And a called strike. Ruiz, a .290 hitter. Runner at second. 2 down and the 1-1. And that'll miss low. Ruiz batting from the left side. He hits .295 as a left-handed hitter. That's been his better side. Ruiz last night had 2 hits. He was 2 for 4. And now Enyel De Los Santos looks back the runner to second base. Take that back. That was game 1. He was 2 for 4. He was 0 for 4 last night. So he's 2 for 8 in the series. Big moment in the game. We're in the top of the 7th. Nationals have scored twice to make it a 1-run game. Tena at second, 2 down, 2-1 pitch. Missed the outside corner with a fastball.
Yeah, lefties hitting 120 points higher off De Los Santos than righties, sitting at a .261 average. Got another tough lefty on deck, so you want to get Ruiz here.
The 3-1. Popped up, foul ground, back of first, going back Olsen. He's under it, and he has got it. And Enyel De Los Santos gets the big out, strands that runner at second base as Ruiz flies out in foul territory down the right field line. So we have played 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-3 Braves. Hey, y'all, Ben Ingram here, and summer starts now at Beaver Toyota. The trucks have been rolling in, and they're loaded up with fresh inventory. Road trips, beach days, or just cruising. Beaver Toyota has the perfect Toyota for your summer adventure. Get huge savings, low financing, and Beaver benefits, including lifetime powertrain warranty, lifetime oil changes, lifetime loaner cars, and more. The best selection, the best deals, but when they're gone, it's over. Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota, always providing you a world-class experience. BeaverToyotaComing.com.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to store bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey everybody, Buck Belue here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Braves 4, Nats 3. We find ourselves in the bottom of the 7th here. Got to get some runs. We've had our fill of one-run games here lately. On to pitch for the Nats, right-hander Cole Henry. Did pitch last night, 1 inning with 2 punch-outs.
He has a new battery mate. Keibert Ruiz stays in the game to catch. Eli White takes the ball inside. Henry takes over for Rutledge, who went an inning and a third. No runs, 3 hits for Rutledge. Braves 4, Nationals 3. Need to tack on some runs. Eli White's going to hit one of the air out towards second base, and a line drive caught by Tana. A little floater out there to his right. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Did you know that the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? Of course you knew that. Probably also knew that it's like a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 1 out in the 7th inning. Braves could use a long ball. Haven't had one tonight. Austin Riley takes a called strike. Austin 1 for 3. His 1 was a single back in the 3rd inning. And he bats with the bases empty, 1 out. 0-1 to Riley. That pops the mitt. Sinker 95 for a called strike. Riley's got the average up to 290. Go along with his 8 homers. 0-2 from Henry. Big swing and a miss at a curveball for strike 3. 2 very quick outs by Henry.
Yeah, Henry's got something going here. He struck out Riley last night in very tidy fashion as well. Also struck out Ozuna. See if Marcel can avoid the same fate 2 nights in a row.
Ozuna came to the plate in the 5th inning and laced a 2 RBI double on the chalk down the left field line. And he's the reason the Braves currently have a 1-run lead. There's a ball outside, missed with a first pitch curve. Nationals in the 8th will have the top of the order due up. Abrams, Rosario, and Wood. 1-0 to Ozuna. Check swing. They appeal, and he did go. Count even at 1. Ozuna digging back into the box. Waits on the 1-1, and the pitch on the way from Henry. Fouls one back, 1-2. As I mentioned, it's Ozuna bobblehead night tonight. We got to look at that thing earlier this evening. Looks just like him. I mean, down to the yellow sleeve on his right arm, the elbow guard, the shin guard. They nailed it with that bobblehead. Got his bright gold chain on as well. 1-2 low and outside, 2-2.
Yeah, I got a problem, Ben. I have 2 sons and only 1 bobblehead, so I'm just going to put it in the middle of the room and have them fight it out for it. Whoever comes out on top gets the Ozuna bobblehead.
You're going to be scrapping for that thing. 2-2 misses low, 3-2. Trying to get something going with 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Base is empty. And the 3-2 way outside. Ball 4. Ozuna with another walk. That is his 36th walk this season.
Yeah, laid off a tough curveball there to earn that walk too. You know, such a patient approach in the box. It's a good one.
So now the lefty stick of Olsen due up. Dave Martinez will come up and make an arrow extra.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite your family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson's custom-built, energy-efficient, Acclaim Impact windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. Plus, Renewal by Anderson offers a free, no-obligation consultation to help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. As always, we have a great deal for you to get started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows and patio doors and get the third 60% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Let's see if you can figure out the following. Tickets weekday afternoons during our 4 o'clock hour on Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan.
Still the bottom 7th. We do have 2 down now. Braves looking to add on to their slim 1-run lead as the score stands at 4-3. The new pitcher for the Nats, lefty Jose A. Ferrer, 25-year-old out of the Dominican. We saw him in game 1, 2/3 of an inning, just giving up 1 hit with 1 strikeout. It's left-handed gas, upper 90s fastball. Got a good changeup to go with it as well.
Olson's seen him 4 times in his career. He's 1 for 4. First pitch low and outside. Kicks away from the catcher Ruiz, but rolls up the first base line. Ozuna's not going anywhere. And a 1-0 count on Olson. Well, the runs have come in pairs tonight for the Braves. 2 runs in the 3rd inning, 2 more in the 5th inning. And if Olson launches one out of here, 2 more in the 7th. Matt in the series has 2 base hits, a single tonight in the 4th inning. And then you go back to game 1. He had a single. Has his average at 221. Ruiz back down into his crouch. Left-hander Ferrer comes set right at the belt. 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Got a very favorable count here. And if he reaches, then Murphy would come to the plate. But 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Braves leading by a skinny run here late. 4-3 our score. And the 2-0 pitch. Took a big hack but sends one foul into the 3rd deck down the 3rd baseline.
If Olson does in fact leave the yard, it'd be quite a feat. Ferrer only giving up 2 home runs in his last 52 innings pitched. It's hard to square up that 98-mile-an-hour gas.
Stout left-hander brings a 2-1, and he missed low. So 3-1 on Olson. And looking for something he could sink his fangs into right here. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and sent in the air, fouled on the left field line into the seats of the lower bowl. And a 3-2 count on Olson.
Yeah, that fastball was down and in right where Olson likes it. It's just hard to be on time when it's coming in that hot.
See if he can catch up to it right here. Ozuna going to take off. There he goes. 3-2. Big swing and a tip in the middle of Ruiz for strike 3. A 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Fans mount Olson. And that's that for the Braves in the bottom.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs. You name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
En State College of Florida, tu futuro está lleno de posibilidades infinitas. ¿Buscas una educación de primer nivel sin un precio alto? Ofrecemos programas de alta calidad y orientados a tu profesión a un valor excepcional. Ya sea que recién comienzas la universidad o que estés en un cambio de carrera, nuestros horarios flexibles, cursos en línea y recursos para estudiantes te ayudarán a llegar a la meta. Da el primer paso y solicita hoy mismo en scf.edu o llama al 941-752-5050.
Welcome to Lazy Days. For nearly 50 years, we have been there for you, helping people turn RV dreams into destinations. Today, Lazy Days RV is here for you, with state-of-the-art dealerships, dedicated people, and popular brands. And no matter where the road takes you, Lazy Days will be here for you with RV service centers all across the nation. We are Lazy Days, here for you.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Top of the 8th, another tight game. That has really been the script, not just here lately for the Braves, but this season. They've played 18 one-run games. This is game 43 of the season, so 18 of the first 42 one-run affairs. And the Braves have gone 9-9 in one-run games. Played 5 extra inning games, 1 all 5. Here's C.J. Abrams, and he'll take a ball low. That was the first pitch in our Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if Enyel De Los Santos and the Braves can strike out the side, Stacy Nettles will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. 1-0 is outside. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. 2-0 on Abrams. He's been on base 3 times. 2-0 pitch. Low and in ball 3. Abrams with a single in the first, a walk in the third, a single in the 6th. Tell you what, how big was that out at the plate all the way back in the first inning of Abrams? 3-0. Outside ball 4. So no winner in our Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Stacy Nettles, we appreciate you being out there and thanks for playing. But now what you want to see to lead off the 8th inning, a leadoff walk in a 1-run game. Ahmed Rosario did hit into a double play in the 6th inning. One of 2 double plays the Nationals have hit into in the game. De Los Santos to work. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball outside. Braves 4, Nationals 3. Top of the 8th. They've got good wheels over there at first base at Abrams. Abrams 8 for 10 in steals this year. Pickoff over to first and back into the dive Abrams.
We've had 2 timely double plays tonight. Those were both ground ball pitchers. De Los Santos, 62% of his outs come in the air, so not a ton of ground balls from his right arm.
Abrams dancing at first. They throw over, and it's off the glove of Olsen and rolls into the dugout. Man, they had him. They had him leaning towards second. He would have been out, and the throw low and in off the glove of Olsen. And that's going to go down the steps of the dugout. It'll give Abrams second on the steal and third base on the throwing error. Well, he gets the next base +1 with the errors that leaves the field of play. Actually, it won't be a steal. He was going back towards the bag, so it's just a 2-base error.
To me, that looked like a pretty good throw. It was just Matt was surprised. Couldn't quite snag it.
Now the tying runs at third. No one out. Infield is in. Yeah, if he snags it, I think they've got him.
Absolutely. I mean, it was coming in hot. De Los Santos put a little mustard on that one, but yeah, I think it really surprised Matt.
Braves now with 2 errors in the game. And they've come in consecutive innings. Last inning, the error on Austin Riley, and this inning, that throwing error. Ahmed Rosario waits the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Takes a big wave and a miss and a slider outside. Now you need that swing and miss stuff badly.
You do. And Rosario's just trying to hit a fly ball here to hit a sac fly. It's going to be more aggressive.
Is 1-1. In the air towards left center field. Michael Harris breaks in. He dives, and he trapped the ball. That's going to tie the game. Gave it a great effort. But he was diving in and to his right and trapped it off the grass. It's a base hit by Rosario. It scores Abrams, and it's 4 apiece in the 8th. Rafael Montero now up and tossing in the Braves bullpen.
There's something little on that play. Eli White doing a good job hustling over and backing that up. So that frees Michael up to dive because he knows Eli's back there to get the ball in case he does miss it.
Now they're going to send Nasim Nunez out to pinch run. Second time we've seen Nunez in this series. He came on to pinch run in the 9th inning on Monday night. Batter is James Wood.
Number 26, Nassim Nunez. Nunez pinch running at first.
Nunez 7 for 11 in steals this season. Has a big lead. Pick off to first and back into the dive. Nunez. Braves had a 4-1 lead, but the Nats have come back to tie it. No one out in the eighth. First pitch, slider outside of Wood, 1-0. The inning started with a walk to Abrams, then a two-base throwing error on a pickoff attempt, put Abrams at third base. Single by Rosario scored him. Now Nunez running for Rosario. 1-0 pitch, Wood with a huge swing and a miss and a changeup. He was trying to put that in the chop house. Wood tonight 1 for 3 with a single, a fly out, and a strikeout. And the 1-1 pick off to first and back in Nunez. Very close play over there. Olson looking to the Braves dugout as if to say you might want to take a peek at it. We're getting a look. It's a bang play. They're not going to review this. He got to the bag with the fingertips of the right hand just before the tag hit him in the right elbow. Now Nunez with a big lead at first base. Not going. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Wood over the top of a changeup. 1-2.
He's gotten 2 swing and misses on that changeup, but got to be really careful to that with Wood. Wood likes to hit the ball to left center, and so he's trying to hit the ball the other way. If he sees fastball and stays back for that, just got to be careful. He's got to miss below the zone with that here.
See if he goes back to it. Lead at first by Nunez. 1-2. Missed the inside corner with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. No one out. Wood 11 homers this season. Nunez goes 2-2, a rocket down the right field line. This is trouble. One hopping to the wall in right field. Nunez around third base. He'll come in and score. RBI double. The Nationals are on top of the eighth, 5-4. This has been a rotten inning for Iñigo de los Santos. A walk, a throwing error, a single, and now a double. And here comes Brian Snitker. 4 straight runs over the last few innings for the Nationals. And they have a 5-4 lead. Braves make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. That'll be it for De Los Santos. And it will be Montero when we come back.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Andersen. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call, Farah and Farah.
Boys here late. They scored 2 in the 7th. They've already scored 2 in the 8th off Iñigo de los Santos. He's out of the game. On to relieve him, the right-hander, Rafael Montero, 34-year-old. He is working with an inherited runner at second. That would be Wood after his RBI double. Rafael last pitched Saturday in Pittsburgh, 2/3 of an inning, 1 earned run. This will be his 16th appearance of the season.
There to greet him, Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe, left-handed hitter. Had a single and a run scored last inning. That'll be fouled back.
Well, the good thing the Braves have going for them, Nats do have statistically the worst bullpen in the league, but you got to get some outs here. You got to keep the damage limited.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Lowe takes one inside. Yeah, if you can hold them right there and keep it a 1-run deficit, give yourself a shot to strike back. But at least here lately, we've not been used to seeing the Braves bullpen blink like this. Giving up 2 runs in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th. Here lately, they've been very good with leads late. Here's the 1-1. And Lowe takes the ball inside.
Over the last 19 games, Braves bullpen has been the best in the league, pitching to a 2.21 ERA.
Here's the 2-1. Lowe with a ground ball out to first, backhanded by Olson. Underhand throw to the bag. Montero's there. Advancing second to third, Wood. That's a big run down there at third base for the Nationals.
It sure is. I don't know what the Nats will do for the 8th. They do have a good closer, Kyle Finnegan. I think he just picked up his 100th save of his career. He's been a Nat for a while. He's got some nasty stuff.
And they're willing to do whatever it takes to get across the finish line and snap a 7-game losing streak. Alex Call, check swing. They appeal. Strike 1. Braves have used Elder, Bummer, De Los Santos, and Montero. 0-1 to Call. Popped up, foul ground. That will come back and reach the seats out of play. 0-2. Well, you hated for Elder because he was in line for the win, had a 3-run lead, went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run. And he'll get a no decision on a night where he got back on track. Need a strikeout of Call, but that's not easy. We mentioned how much he grinds at bats, how tough he is to put away. Montero trying to get one by him. 0-2 misses high. If he puts it in play, you're hoping for a pop-up or a ground ball right at somebody on the infield. 1-2. And he misses high. Went up and away with a fastball. Count level, 2-2 on Call. Runner at third, only 1 down. Nationals leading 5-4. They've out-hit the Braves 10-7. And 6 of their 10 hits have come in the last few innings. 2-2. Just missed with a fastball. Montero wanted the call. Doesn't get it from Chad Fairchild.
Yeah, pretty good pitch there.
3-2, 1 down. And he cuts it loose. And he gets called a flail after that splitter low and away. Gets the strikeout, 2 down. That's a big strikeout for Montero.
It sure was. Nasty splitter bottom of the zone. Talked about how intense Call is. He struck out twice tonight. He's probably going to sentence himself to about 100 push-ups after that.
So now it's Josh Bell, who is 1 for 3 with a single. Got to lock in and get this man. Switch hitter batting left. First pitch to Bell, and that registers as a strike. Got the splitter over the outside corner. Braves calling upon Montero to keep this a 1-run deficit as we're in the top of the 8th inning. 0-1 to Bell. Lifted towards foul territory and spinning out of play. That'll land in the lower bowl of the seats down the left field line. 0-2. Got him looking. Zapped him on the inside corner with a fastball, and Bell goes down looking for out number 3. But the Nationals come forth with 2 more in the 8th inning. A walk, an error, and a couple of base hits. And as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's the Nats spot.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Life Hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Ami Hotel at the Battery Atlanta is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at amihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Finn here. Don't miss Atlanta Braves today and your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets every weekday morning in the locker room during the 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 8th, Braves down a run. And it'll be Murphy, Albies, and Harris for Atlanta at the bottom of the 8th. What was once a 4-1 lead is now a 5-4 deficit. And the Braves looking to strike against a bullpen that has certainly had its issues this year. First pitch from Ferrer in for a called strike on Murphy, 0-1. And the Nationals just looking for answers at the back end of their bullpen. They're thinking if they can get through the 8th, they know who's going to go in the 9th. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, missed, 0-2. They would have Finnegan on for the 9th inning. Here's the 0-2. That'll miss low and outside. A couple of defensive changes for the Nationals. Nasim Nunez stays in the game. He goes to second base. Jose Tena goes from second base to third base. And Ahmed Rosario is out of there. 1-2 to Murphy. That's outside. Shouldn't come as any surprise that the best inning that both teams have had started with a walk. In the Braves case, it was back-to-back walks back in the 5th inning. 2-2, cracked foul into the seats down the right field line. That's the last time the Braves scored a run. They had a 4-1 lead at that point. Then last inning, or the top of this inning, I should say, for the Nationals, started with a leadoff walk to C.J. Abrams. 2-2 to Murphy. Fouled back, hanging alive, fighting off a fastball.
Yeah, this Nats bullpen, you know, we talked about the horrific numbers they have, ERA over 7, but they have some young, really good arms. This guy on the mound is really impressive. Upper 90s with a really nice changeup and a slider. They got some good arms down there, and some nights those guys are going to perform and have their good stuff.
Pitch to Murphy, low and in. Just about hit him with a sinker.
So they've shut down these Braves bats here the last few innings.
It just missed catching his quad. 3-2. Fouled off into the seats down the right field line up into the second deck. Murphy had a big base hit late in the game in Pittsburgh. Had a bases clearing double. Now the Braves asking him to get on base to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing by a run. 3-2. Fouled back. Putting up a good fight. That was 99. He's seen 6 consecutive sinkers. They have all been 97 and 99. Trying to time that pitch. And the 3-2. And he came inside and hit him with a changeup. So He was throwing nothing but fireballs at him, then tried to pull the string, ended up catching Murphy, and the Braves are going to run for Murphy.
Yeah. To further expand on my point that of saying these young guys have good arms, but you pay for free agent relievers because they bring their good stuff more often than the young guys. You know, everybody has good stuff. It's the major leagues. It's how consistent can you be? And these young guys, you're kind of rolling the dice here.
We mentioned Finnegan. He's now tossing in their bullpen. Tying run at first, and Luke Williams. He comes along to pinch run for Sean Murphy. Here's Ozzie Albies. First pitch to Ozzie, swung on, fouled off. Ozzie played a big role in the Braves' 5-2 win last night. Had a couple of base hits, including an RBI single. And he's batting from the right side versus Ferrer. Williams a lead at first. 0-1. Swung on, miss. Got a sinker by him at 99. And he can redline a fastball, can't he?
It's impressive. That's right down the middle. That beats a good fastball hitter in Ozzie Albies.
0-2 on Ozzie. Michael Harris on deck. There's the 0-2. Inside, had Ozzie backpedaling. Ozzie staring down the left-hander Ferrer. Ozzie 1 for 1 against him in his career. There's 1-2. Popped up, fouled off into the seats. Take that back. He's actually 0 for 1.
Just trying to think about how many high 90s left-handed sinkers you see in the league, and the guy that popped to my mind was Jose Alvarado from the Phillies. And so these Braves hitters have seen something like this pretty frequently out of Alvarado up there.
1-2. And Ozzie lobs one into left field, coming in Wood, and he makes a chest-high catch. Coming off the bat, it looked like it might be a flare that could sink in, but that just stayed up in the air. Wood makes the catch, one away. It's a good comparison. Now, look, Ferrer's a big boy, but he's not the heavyweight that Alvarado is. Yeah. But it's a similar pitch.
Yeah. Alvarado's secondary stuff is also much better. He also has a mid-90s cutter that Ferrer is really just leaning on that fastball and daring these hitters to catch up to it.
Michael Harris climbing in, pick off over to first base. Of all the guys on the roster, the Brave who has seen Ferrer the most is Michael Harris. And then again, it's a left-on-left matchup. But he's 3 for 6 against him. Looking for a base hit here. And Harris takes the ball in the inside corner. So you got Michael Harris up there, who's been on base twice in this game, including a triple back in the third inning. And he has the confidence of knowing that he's had previous success versus Ferrer. And looking for more right here. 1-0 pitch. And a called strike right at the bottom of the zone with a sinker. I don't even know what you do with that pitch.
Just what Michael did. You take it. Because if you do hit it, it's going to be a ground ball.
Count level 1-1. There goes Williams. Pitch on the way. There's a ball. Throw down to second. Head first slide. Luke's in there. Now the tying run in scoring position with one out here in the 8th inning. He was digging it out, and he had to get there, and he did. And for Williams, that's his second steal this year. So now a base hit can tie the game. Braves 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position in the game. Harris looking to make something happen with a base knock versus Ferrer. Now the 2-1. Little chopper in front of the plate. Fair ball picked up by Ruiz. Throws down to first base to get the out. Over to third base, Luke Williams. So the tying run is at third, 2 down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Well, Darren O'Day, if Stuart Fairchild wants to submit his Home Depot player of the game that's in your hands after the game, a base hit right here would go a long way.
Yeah, it sure would. This would be a huge hit for Stewart and the Braves.
Time called by home plate umpire Chad Fairchild, and a pitch timer violation will be charged to Ferrer. So it'll be a 1-0 count on Fairchild. Fairchild has been on base 3 times in the game. He doubled in the second inning. Actually, the third inning, I should say. He walked in the 5th, singled in the 6th. He scored twice. 1-0, good swing, fouled back a sinker.
I don't hate this matchup. Stewart's got a pretty short swing. You know, that's the kind of swing you need to be able to time up this high 90s sinker. And he's aggressive. He loves swinging at stuff in the middle of the zone. Doesn't miss too many cookies. See if he can pay it off here.
1-1. Inside, almost hit him with a sinker. 2 balls and a strike on Fairchild. Well, he's raised his batting average about 80 points tonight. Up to $120. Crowd chanting Stu. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off 2-2.
I love that. If he gets this hit right here, there's going to be some guy in right field on social media. I started the Stu chant. I was the one.
Well, he's got them chanting his name. Now let's see if he can make them cheer with a base hit right here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tying run at third in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 to Stu. Ground ball out to short. Abrams has it. His throw to first base is a good one. And there's out number 3. So the Braves strand the runner at third. That wraps up 8 innings. We go to the top of the 9th. 5-4 Washington.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Oye, ¿sabes de los descuentos en peajes por volumen de ePass?
Sí, cuanto más conduzcas, más ahorras. Hasta un 25% al mes, pero ¿por qué me gritas?
Pensé que tenía que subir el volumen.
No, genio. Simplemente conduces más y ahorras más.
Obtén tu etiqueta de ePass gratis ahora en negro. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Into the top of the 9th inning. It's a 5-4 lead for the Nationals. Few changes for the Braves. Luke Williams comes into the game, or stays in the game, I should say, at short. Drake Baldwin takes over behind the plate. That means Drake would be leading off the bottom of the 9th inning, as it would be Baldwin, White, and Riley due up. The Braves stick with Montero on the mound. And he's facing 7, 8, 9, starting with Dylan Cruz. He's been a tough out tonight. He swings and fouls one back. In this case, the Braves had Daysbel Hernandez warming up. Is this just a case where you stick with a hot hand?
Well, I think Daysbel would come in if the game was tied. You know, they trust Daysbel in those big situations. He's pitching 8th inning quite a bit this year. I'm actually surprised Montero is back out. You know, I come from the old school thought if you bring a reliever in and he gets out of a big jam, strands an inherited runner, you put him away.
0-1 to Cruz. Swung on, missed.
You know, De Los Santos got Bummer out of a jam there in the 7th. Montero did it for De Los Santos in the 8th, and he's back out there. Hopefully he does better than De Lo.
Ahead of Cruz 0-2. He deals. Missed up and in, 1-2.
I think Buck Showalter, you say something like, you got your racehorse lathered up, you got to hose him off. You know, you got to, stranding inherited runners is a big part of relief pitching.
1-2 to Cruz. And a ball that just missed. Chad Fairchild stood up like he's about to ring him up.
He did. Old Deke there.
Cruz tonight, couple of base hits, both singles. Also a run scored. 2-2, a hack and a miss and a splitter for strike 3. That was a good one. So Montero's faced 3 batters. He has 3 strikeouts. It's a big out because, look, Nationals are looking for insurance, and that's the guy they wanted on base.
Yeah. Yeah, Montero's been dominating righties this year, which splitter works for both hands, but that's his best off-speed pitch. Righties only hit 133 off him coming into the day.
Now it's Jose Tena. Had a big double in his last at-bat. Takes a ball high and outside. His double was the base hit that gave the Nationals the lead on that run there in the 8th inning. He's 1 for 3, and Tena takes the ball low. 2-0. Just won a 1-2-3 inning. Then see what the boys can do in the bottom of the 9th inning. They have been in so many high-drama 9th innings this season. 2-0 pitch. Tena takes a strike. 2-1. It would likely be Finnegan on for the Nationals in the bottom of the 9th. 2-1 pitch. Low and inside at Tena. And a 3-1 count.
We were talking on yesterday's broadcast about some of the silver linings of playing all these close games. There's a lot of undesirable things about them, but these Braves are used to clutch hitting and making comebacks late in the game.
3-1, lifted to left field, got some depth to it. Going back, Eli White to the wall, can't get there. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. White comes up with it, playing the carom, sends it into Luke Williams, the cutoff man, and it's a double by Tena, his second double of the game. Coming off the bat, it looked like that could be an out by White in deep left field, but that really picked up some speed.
Yeah, that was, Eli's played a lot more right field this year. Tonight he's over in left. That ball really sliced off him. Off the left-hander's bat. They tend to slice quite a bit the closer they get to the corners.
Now Tena down at second for Keibert Ruiz. He popped out in his only trip to the plate. And he's going to hit one in the air to right field. Going back now, Fairchild to the warning track, over the shoulder catch. Right in front of the wall. 2 down, advancing to third base, Tena. And that was a frozen rope out to right field, but Fairchild had it played well. And 2 down with a runner at third. So now it's Abrams who has really puzzled the Braves in this game. He's been on 4 times. 2 walks, 2 singles, and also a run scored. First pitch to Abrams, low and outside for Montero. 5-4 Nats, top of the 9th. Abrams pops one towards left, sprinting towards foul ground. White into foul territory out of his reach. That bounces on the warning track next to the tarp and up against the screen. Scott Blewett up and tossing in the Braves bullpen now. Nasim Nunez is on deck, but Montero trying to lock in, get Abrams right here. His 1-1 pitch, fouled off into the seats. That lands in the second deck down the third baseline. Done a good job getting ahead, but Abrams swinging a good stick. He's hitting .314 on the year. Waiting on his 1-2 pitch. Montero brings it. Went with a splitter and missed down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jose Tena taking his lead off third base. 2-2 from Montero. Ground ball out to first. Glove by Olson. Underhand feed to the bag. Montero wins the race. And the Nationals denied that insurance run here in the top of the 9th inning. So now the Braves need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Looking for another dramatic 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 5-4 Washington.
Have you ever wondered
Chelsea here from Renewal by Andersen. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Spokespug, Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
While the rest of the sports media focuses on making up hot takes while you work, we focus on the Braves and what matters to you. Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the ninth. Stop me if you've heard this before. Braves involved in another one-run game. This time down by 1 to the Nats 5-4. They'll be facing Nats closer Kyle Finnegan. He's been pretty good this year. 12 for 14 in saves, 14 and 2/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. These Braves hitters should be somewhat familiar with him. All 6 seasons of his career have come with these Nats. So a lot of these veterans probably seen him before, know what they're going to get here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, the Nationals, as they've been in the midst of a 7-game losing skid, have been good when they take a lead to the ninth. They're 15-0 this year when leading after 8 innings. Here's Drake Baldwin. First pitch to Drake inside. Jackknifed his hips out of the way of that fastball. Ball and no strikes on Baldwin. Baldwin last night had the team on his back with a 3-hit night, including a homer. 1-0, ground ball up the middle on a base hit. And the tying runs aboard. Man, Drake Baldwin has been hitting everything in sight. So he's at first base. Back to the top of the order to Eli White. And this will be Verdugo climbing in for White. By the way, a few defensive changes for the Nationals. Jacob Young has come into the game in center field. And Dylan Cruz has moved to right field. Alex Cole out of there. Winning run at the plate. First pitch on the way to Verdugo. Little tapper back to the mound. Finnegan has it. Throws to first base, and he's got the out. So now the tying run is at second base, 1 down. Pat in the hands of Austin Riley. Riley's seen Finnegan a ton in his career. 14 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 homers.
Love it.
Base hit ties the game in the ninth. Pitch to Riley. Swung on, fouled back. Had a hack at it right there.
Finnegan has yet to give up a home run this season, so I'd say he's due. Love to see a walk-off here.
So the 37,000 seated in our ballpark tonight. 0-1 on Riley. And the pitch from Finnegan. Big hack and a foul ball, 0-2. Riley 1 for 4 in the game. Down 0-2. Finnegan brings it. Riley swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. The now the Braves are down to their final out. And, boy, you want to talk about some drama. Stage is set. It's Marcell Ozuna bobblehead night. And with 2 down to the bottom of the 9th, as he represents the winning run, he climbs into the batter's box. This crowd senses something special. Base hit ties the game. Homer wins the game. First pitch from Finnegan. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Ozuna is 2 for 13 in his career versus Finnegan, and 1 of the 2 a home run. Trying to lock in and solve this right-hander. Drake Baldwin going to be running on contact with 2 down. He's at second. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss came unraveled there on a splitter. Just a base hit is all it takes to tie the game. Get it into extras. Braves have gone undefeated in extra innings this year. 1-1 on Ozuna. Finnegan fires. Ozuna fouls one back. That arcs its way into the second deck down the first base line, and the Braves down to their final swing. It was once a 4-1 lead for the Braves. Nationals struck for 2 in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th to take the lead. And now the Braves need a base hit to tie the game, but they're down to their final strike. 1-2 from Finnegan. Missed high with a fastball. Just a little bit north of the zone. And the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd sensing something big could happen right here. And Ozuna trying to deliver. They're on their feet. And the 2-2 fouled back. Slider away, would have clipped the outside corner if he had let it fly. Inning started with a single by Baldwin. Ground out by Verdugo got Baldwin to second. Then Riley struck out. Finnegan comes set right at the belly. 2-2. Swung on and lifted towards shallow right. Coming in Cruz. Going out Nunez. Cruz under it. And he makes a 2-handed squeeze. And the Nationals win tonight 5-4. And they snap their 7-game losing streak. So for the Nats, it's their first win in this series. Braves can still win the series with a victory tomorrow, but this one slips through their fingers. They once led 4-1, and they lose 5-4. Back with the totals after this.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Andersen. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Calling local business owners. Chase for Business is hosting a complimentary all-day event, The Experience Tampa, on Wednesday, May 21st at Armature Works. Join fellow Tampa business owners for a day of networking and marketing workshops while hearing from leading business experts on economic trends and tips for unlocking business growth. Plus, you can shop local vendors at the Chase for Business Marketplace. Register today for The Experience Tampa at chase.com/event Tampa. We'll see you on May 21st.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
when you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Your business depends on what's inside. Protect it from the top down. Florida's businesses trust one name for flat roofs, metal, and TPO. Call Collis. From repairs to full roof replacements, we cover it all. Office buildings, warehouses, retail centers. If it has a roof, call Collis. No door knocking, no storm chasing, just expert roofing for businesses that need it done right. For Florida's commercial and flat roofs, there's only one call to make.
ERA for him. Tonight's attendance, 37,134. And tonight's time of game, 2 hours, 58 minutes. Brought to you by First Liberty Building and Loan. If you're looking for $750,000 or more in financing to grow your business, contact First Liberty Building and Loan at firstlibertyga.com. Final game of the series tomorrow. We'll tell you about that when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel.
Cool. Good to go to the opera. Good to sit ringside at a boxing match. Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Cobb County is Atlanta's sweet spot and home of the Atlanta Braves. Cobb is everything you love about being close to a world-class city with the warmth of your favorite neighborhood. Whether you're on vacation or here for business, you'll discover a place that is culturally vibrant, refreshingly diverse, and effortlessly hospitable. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. For more information on planning your next adventure, visit travelcobb.org.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes, but one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking, because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Thank you, Doubletree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, for being a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Book your next stay at the Doubletree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Braves drop this one 5-4 to the Nationals. Final game of this series will be tomorrow afternoon. Quick turnaround. Braves and the Nats tomorrow in the finale, and our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 11 o'clock Eastern. That'll be the Ford leadoff show. And Darren and I have the first pitch tomorrow afternoon at 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 Central. A couple of righties tomorrow. Trevor Williams for the Nationals. He's 2-3 with a 5.86 ERA. A.J. Smith-Shawver for the Braves. He's 2-2 with a 2.76 ERA. So for the fellas back in studio, Joe Virgin and David Holloway. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Truist Park in Atlanta. Final score, Nationals 5, Braves 4. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show starting right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Disappointing night at Truist Park. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came in the bottom of the third. Stuart Fairchild getting the start. His RBI double in the third knocked in Michael Harris the second. That was the Braves' first run of the game. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show, and this is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai postgame show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. You all know that my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union can save you money. But did you know that Georgia's Own offers more than just personal savings and loan products? They also offer products and services to help your business grow. Whether you're looking for a business checking account, equipment loan, commercial mortgage, SBA loan, or payroll services, Georgia's Own has options that'll help you succeed. To learn more, visit georgiasown.org/playball. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA and is an equal housing lender.
Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. The app is simple. Pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
The DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium, along with the numerous restaurants, shopping, and entertainment options. The DoubleTree Suites at the Battery Atlanta provides spacious 2-room guest suites, a full-service restaurant, and 5,500 square feet of flexible event space for your next event. Stop by and pregame in our on-site Game Changer Sports Lounge and Grill, and don't forget to sweeten your stay with our signature DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
Remember the good old days when baseball in Atlanta was an adventure? Book your stay today at omnihotels.com/Atlanta, because some things are too good not to relive.
Braves fans, you know the power of a strong arm on the mound, in the field, and especially after you've been hurt. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. After an accident, bills pile up, your stress goes up, and it feels like you're throwing nothing but curveballs. Let us go to bat for you. Our team will fight to get you the medical care you need and the money you deserve. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare. If you're like me, you get the day going in a hurry with a lot to get done. But what if a nagging joint pain or sports injury is holding you back? Go to Emory Orthopedics. With multiple clinic locations across Metro Atlanta and one in Flowery Branch, you'll find the expert care you need. Emory is also home to the only dedicated hospital in Georgia focused on spine, hip, and knee surgery. As the official team healthcare provider of the Braves, Emory will treat you like a pro. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Hey, folks, we in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is home team Brandon Leak reminding you that a pair of tickets are up for grabs during the 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
On one tag deep towards right field, head to the wall, and it's going to get out of here. 3-run homer by Ozuna. The opposite Madison Way.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park, it's time for the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Dickey Broadcasting Studios right here in the Battery Atlanta. I'm Barrett Salih here on the Ford Leadoff Show, wrapping up a disappointing 5-4 loss for the home team. The Nats come back with 2 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th to take the 5-4 win. Let's get to the highlights. Top of the first, one down with runners at the corners, and Nathaniel Lowe was at the plate hoping to give the Nats an early lead.
1-2 pitch. Chopper left side. Riley has got it to second. They get one. That's all they get. And there at the bag was Albee, so that's a 5-4 put out. A run scores as Rosario comes across on the ground out. Got the ball on the ground, but hit so weakly you couldn't even think about turning two.
Skip ahead to the bottom of the third. Michael Harris II had a home run that was overturned on replay. So the Braves center fielder is placed back on third with a triple. Stuart Fairchild is the next man up with a chance to tie it up.
0-1 to Fairchild. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Dylan Cruz sprinting in. Cruz dives and he squeezes. Now it comes out of his glove. Harris is going to score and into second base Fairchild. It's a tie game now. Dylan Cruz was darting in, dove head first. It was in the glove, but he couldn't survive the impact of the ground, and it came squirting out of the glove.
Later in the inning, Fairchild still on second with Eli White at the plate, and Fairchild gives the Braves the lead with a little help from Nationals catcher Riley Adams.
1-2 to White. Taken high, taking off now Fairchild. Head first slide, and the throw is horrible. Down the left field line, that'll lead to a run. Riley Adams sent it down to third, but Ahmed Rosario was trying to get there in time. Next thing you knew, that was in left field. And the Braves take the lead on the error, and it's 2-1 Atlanta.
More from Fairchild in the fourth. Josh Bell singles to lead off the inning, has eyes on two, but Stewart says no.
2-1 Braves, top of the fourth. And that's hit well out to deep right field, rising out towards the wall. It's over the head of Fairchild and off the wall. Fairchild sends it in. He's got a good arm. Here's the throw. Here's Bell reaching for the tag now and dropping Allen. He picks up, goes back to the bag, and Bell's in there. That was a game of cat and mouse at second base. Bell dove to the inside of the bag. Allen was trying to get to him, dove at him on the shortstop side of the bag, dropped the ball. And then Bell scrambled, crawling to the bag. And this is going to be reviewed now. Here we go.
Determined the runner was touched prior to reaching the base. The runner's out.
So the call is overturned. That was Bill Miller, the crew chief. And Bill Miller confirms what we knew there at second base. Bell thrown out. Great throw out of Fairchild and a great tag by Allen. 9-6 on the putout.
Bottom of the fifth, runners on second and third. Jackson Rutledge on to pitch for Mitchell Parker and was hit with a screamer up the middle. Marcell Ozuna has a chance to do some more damage on his bobblehead night.
And the 3-2. Ground ball out to third and down the line. A fair ball and a drive in 2 runs. Ozuna cruising around first. He goes into second, and it's 4-1 Braves as he just barely kept that fair over the bag. Perfectly placed down the line. That'll close the line now on Parker as those 2 runs belong to him. 2 huge runs for the Braves.
More defense from the home team. C.J. Abrams on with the leadoff single, but he gets erased very quickly.
1-1, hot shot out to short, backhanded by Allen. Triggers to second. Ozzie to first. Quick as lightning around the diamond. A 6-4-3 double play, and it shuts down those first 2 batters there in the 6th inning.
Things start to get sideways in the 7th. Still 4-1 Braves. Aaron Bummer on the bump. Nathaniel Lowe on third with 2 down, and Dylan Cruz at the plate.
Nathaniel Lowe goes to third base. Here's Dylan Cruz. Line drive past a diving Allen and a base hit into left field. That'll score Lowe. And for the first time since the first inning, the Nationals are on the board. It's now a 4-2 Braves lead in the top of the 7th. Dylan Cruz now 2 for 3 in the game.
Cruz would immediately steal second, setting up Jose Tena to make it even more interesting.
Ready with his 2-2, and he cuts it loose. Line down the left field line, a fair ball around third base. Cruz, he's going to score easily. Throw goes to second base. Tena dives in head first. It's an RBI double, and it's now a 1-run game here in the 7th.
Same score, top of the 8th. C.J. Abrams on third after a 2-base throwing error by Anil De Los Santos on a pickoff attempt. Ahmed Rosario at the plate looking to tie it up.
is 1-1. In the air towards left center field, Michael Harris breaks in. He dives, and he trapped the ball. That's going to tie the game. Gave it a great effort, but he was diving in and to his right and trapped it off the grass. It's a base hit by Rosario. It scores Abrams, and it's 4 apiece in the 8th.
Nasim Nunez pinch runs for Rosario. James Woods steps up to the plate with a chance to give the Nats the lead.
Nunez goes 2-2, a rocket down the right field line. This is trouble. One hopping to the wall in right field. Nunez around third base. He'll come in and score. RBI double. The Nationals are on top of the 8th, 5-4. This has been a rotten inning for Inyo de los Santos.
Bottom of the 9th, Drake Baldwin at second, representing the tying run. Marcell Ozuna at the plate, down 2 down with the Braves' final hope.
2-2. Swung on and lifted towards shallow right. Coming in Cruz. Going out Nunez. Cruz under it. And he makes a two-handed squeeze. And the Nationals win tonight 5-4. And they snap their 7-game losing streak. So for the Nats, it's their first win in this series. Braves can still win the series with a victory tomorrow. But this one slips through their fingers. They once led 4-1. And they lose 5-4.
Totals for the game for the Nats: 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. They were 4 for 13 with runners in scoring position. For the Braves, 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 very critical errors. They left 8 on base and were 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Jose Ferrer gets the win. He's 1-2 on the season. Anil de los Santos gets the loss. He's also 1-2 on the season. Kyle Finnegan gets the save, his 13th of the year. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from Bryce Elder. Later in the show, you'll hear from Ronald Acuna Jr. This is the Hyundai postgame show on the Braves Radio Network.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get a Hyundai Tucson for 3.99% APR for 72 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end June 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a customized Bronco Raptor.
What do you like about it?
It's a great drive, comfortable, lots of smart tech, and it's ready for just about any adventure. And I look good in it.
No matter where you go to find your next adventure, find it in a smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their snazzy jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. Oh, and free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, Home Team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
You're locked into the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome back. Barrett Sallee here on the Hyundai postgame show. Braves fall 5-4 to the Nationals in Game 3 of the series. A reminder, fans, attorney Ken Nugent and pitcher Chris Sale of your Atlanta Braves are teaming up to show appreciation for Georgia's first responders who, with one call that's all, put Georgians first. Ken will award $1,500 to one first responder each month, and Chris will host the first responder and their family before a game. Monthly winners will be announced during the final Braves Clubhouse Report, heard each month right here on the flagship for the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan. More details and an entry form can be found at callken.com/first responder. That's callken.com/first responder. To all the first responders out there, thank you for your service. Bryce Elder had another fantastic performance. He went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, only allowed 1 earned run, walked 1, and struck out 3. Here is Bryce Elder after the game.
Bryce, how good does it feel to, when you're able to make an in-game adjustment that quickly and get through 6?
I mean, it was good. I think, I didn't have my best command. I thought past few starts I've commanded a lot better than I did tonight, but I was able to make pitch when I need to and get through 6, and I was pleased with it.
When you don't have your best command, but you can still get through 6 and have a good one, does that give you even more confidence knowing that, hey, you found a way to do it?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, I think my stuff's moving like I want it to right now. I think there were some times the past few months where if my command wasn't there, the action on my pitches weren't there. But I think stuff's moving right now, and I like where it's at, so it allows me to kind of grind through some starts like that.
Did you make any adjustments with your slider? I mean, it seems like there's some more forks on the break these last few starts.
Not necessarily with my slider. One thing I've kind of noticed and we've discussed is sometimes my posture gets a little bad, get kind of leaning towards first base side of things. So just trying to kind of stay over my feet and driving it towards home plate. And I think it just kind of allows me to kind of get through the pitch better. And I think that's just kind of the movement I always had.
You were kind of in a tough spot last year going up and down. How much, I guess the big leagues is tough, but how much easier is it when you kind of get on an every 5 days routine to make those adjustments and kind of take stock of things?
I mean, I think more than anything, just the routine of, when you're throwing your pins, when you're going to pitch, and, it's tough. It's something, we got to do at times. But it's nice to know, if we're going to bump back a day, then I know, hey, we're going to bump back a day. Whereas, if you're in AAA waiting to get called up or whatever, you never know what's going to happen. So you may throw on a 5-day, you may throw on a 10-day, you never know. So the consistency of it allows you kind of get in a groove. And I don't know, I guess whether this is 8 or 9 starts, I think I've kind of found a groove of moving forward and kind of a plan in between each start to make the next one better.
Acuna said that he had a chance to talk with you guys and whatever he needed to say, that everybody was good. Is that how you feel about it?
Yeah, he spoke with us before the game, and he had a meeting with us, and he handled it well, and he did his part. So that's all we can ask for. We're ready to have him back.
With the run that the rotation's been on, really starting with your start against the Dodgers, what is it like coming in every day and whoever's number is up kind of feels like they got to keep it going?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's contagious when you start rattling some off. I think we got a good group of kind of in between starts. It's not just I don't want to say it's hands on, but